T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're up.
Ken and Meany back in our studios in New York along with Christina. And who's manning the phones today? Medina is managing the phones. I haven't done this in a long time. Years ago, I used to do it a lot more. If I thought I saw something wrong or somebody doing something wrong.
See something, say something.
Mm-hmm. Vigilante.
That's what we do here in New York. If we see something, we say something.
I'm in the gym, and, there's all kind of, it's a big gym, and there's all kind of people. Some are, lifting weights and stuff. Some are on the Stairmasters and all that. And a woman to the left of me is on her cell phone in Spanish.
Oh, my God.
And she's beautiful. She's absolutely gorgeous, mm-hmm. And she's on her cell phone in Spanish. And then 2 bikes down from me is another woman. A beautiful Asian American woman
doing math.
No, on her cell phone.
on a
Drinking
cell phone.
hot water and doing math.
So I'm in the middle, and a guy comes up to me and he says, "How you doing?" He says, "Are you going to go back onto the Ray Donovan show or whatever?" And I said, "Gee, I don't know. They started filming. They never tell us." He says, "Well, I want to see you." Blah blah blah. So a couple of people say hi. So now I'm in there and I'm thinking, these people know who I don't want to cause any. And the woman. The Asian American woman begins talking so loudly on the phone.
Is she Japanese, by the way?
No, Asian American.
I know you said Asian.
I had to say this to the guy in the gym. That's why he asked me to describe her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So I'm on the thing, and I'm relaxing. I'm thinking about what the day is going to be. I'll never be on the phone. I don't even carry it with me. And finally, I just read this. When someone's talking loud on the phone, mm-hmm. You're supposed to get your phone or just put your hand up and pretend that you're talking loudly on the phone.
Good idea.
I just read that.
It's so insane. That sounds something I would do, but I can only imagine what you did.
Well, first of all, my voice is very loud normally.
Mm-hmm.
So from my little Stairmaster thing, I go, "Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah," like that, real loud. The Asian American would have
never done this if it was a giant man. He never would have in a million years.
But,
she might have known, hey, look, she might have known karate, okay? I thought about, what's funny about you? You've been working with me too long, Christina. I looked and I thought, I wonder if she could take me. If she had been in the aerobics class or kicking, I would have never done anything to her. I wouldn't have said a word if she'd have been a good kicker. And so she goes, "What is that about?" I said, "What is it about?" I go, "Can you talk any louder on your phone?" And she goes, "Well, fuck you."
Ooh.
Okay.
What are you in New York City?
Yeah.
It sounds like you're in New York City.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you.
Right?
Wow.
So now there's guys, there's not a ton of people. Let's say there's 10 or 15, but let's say there's 6 or 7 around me, all different ages, shapes, size, colors, and they're all lifting. Everyone stops.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, "Look, I was just showing you what it sounded like. You don't have to be rude." She said, "If you'd have asked me nicely, I would have gotten off the phone." I would have said, "No, you wouldn't have. You would have, she said, "And why don't you just wear headphones and you won't hear anything?" So she says to me.
Mm-hmm.
I go, "So I got to come to the gym to prepare myself for people that are talking loud on the cell phone. I think what I'm going to go do is go downstairs. And if I want to hear inconsequential talking, I'll have them pipe in the Kardashians while we're all working out." Okay. Wow. So she goes berserk on her machine.
Yeah.
And she says to me, I don't know, yelling and screaming and the whole thing. I go, "Okay, look, let me take a vote. Who wants everybody here to quit talking on this?" And the gym raises their hands.
He's holding court in the middle of the gym.
I felt like, now, by the way, I never stopped pedaling the entire time I was doing this. I had my abs tightened.
Paid money to see
I'm
this.
pedaling.
What was your heart rate? Were you checking your heart rate?
It was 67.
He was looking at his
97. I had my Fitbit going. So now she stops the talking. Yeah. She stops the talking. And now, after you have that kind of argument, your hands are shaking and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
I go over to a couple of guys and I say to them, I'm, sorry I caused a problem or whatever. She turned around and she says, are you apologizing to me? I said, no, I'm not. I'm apologizing to the gym for raising my voice. Okay? Mm-hmm. So now I go downstairs and I go into the manager's office.
You're going to report her.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Now, I've learned this. Even if it's only something that happens every now and again, always make it like it's worse than it is.
Right.
I say, let me tell you, I've been coming here since the gym opened, 10, 12 years, whenever you open the gym. Oh, yes, we're blah, 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 blah. I go, there's a huge problem upstairs. Huge. What is it? People are the cell phones. Oh, well, really? He goes like this. I go, well, yep. I said, I just had an argument. He goes, I heard there was trouble up there. You had an argument. And this woman, after I asked her to turn the cell phone off, she said, fuck you. And the guy goes, I can't believe it. I said, well, It happened. She said, well, can you describe her? I said, well, she had these kind of camo pants on. And I paused. I said, and she was Asian American. I had to be very careful, So and the guy says, well, this is unusual. I said, well, it isn't unusual. I just don't think. And I said, and I asked everyone in the gym. They all raised their hands. He said, you asked? I said, yes, I did. I took a poll in the gym. And I said to him, the worst part is I wasn't able to complete my workout because of the dust up that we had. Mm-hmm. He goes, Mr. Thomas, I'm so very sorry. I know you've been coming to the gym a long time. And I said, look, how about a sign? How about a small sign that asks for gym courtesy? He said, that's right. That's all we're asking is gym courtesy. At least I can point to the sign from now on. Mm-hmm. And so I'll see. But you know what? You know this, Kevin. I wasn't sorry that I caused the problem. But no matter what you do look like a prick after it's over. There's no way. It's why revolutionaries.
Not if she comes after you with the big FU. So once she throws the FU card in there, then you are in the clear. Because she goes, go fuck yourself.
She took it to a whole other level.
She went to another. Mm-hmm. See, she
started to fight dirty.
She went from A to Z.
You were making a point.
I said no curse words.
And she was fighting dirty.
And you're the better person because then you put yourself high on a pedestal and say, I don't like the dirty language.
If I want to hear, innocuous talk, I'll have them pipe in the Kardashians. No one laughed. I thought it was a good line.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because when I'm arguing,
say to her, do you know who that is?
No, God, no. And she wouldn't know. She's way out of my age range. She wouldn't know. But it was weird because then I was embarrassed and I went over to another section, and I said, I'm really sorry. And no one said anything. That was the weird thing. It was almost like
they don't want confrontation.
Yeah, if you were here, everybody, it would have been a whole thing. I believe that fucking bitch.
I would have done the same fucking thing. Yeah,
bro.
Fuck her.
Good luck, bro. Good luck.
Fuck her, that fucking bitch. Let me tell you, she's a fucking piece of shit.
She could go fuck herself.
No, she's a piece of shit. She's a piece of shit. And I fucking ran into her before. She's a big fucking piece of shit.
If you know what, that was me, I would have taken his cell phone, thrown it across the fucking wall.
Yeah.
I think I'll
tell you what else is funny. Christina said, well, if that had been some big guy, and trust me, I did take that into consideration prior to raising my voice.
Now you never know, though, with the big transgender movement. She could have been a guy. She could have been a sumo wrestler.
You know what's funny? There was a transgendered person working out right in front of me prior to that, whose name could have been Ernest. Mm-hmm. There was a woman in front of me whose name could have been Ernest. And she was there. I don't know what her reaction was. It's a blur. You know this, Kevin, from your problems.
Random confrontations.
You know what? It's like you go blind almost. There's a blur in front of you. Mm-hmm. It's like.
But when that happens, do you see red?
No, I'm very clear. Because my verbiage is my like guys that fight.
Guys, the police didn't
know how to hit you.
Because because nowadays people just call the police. They don't want to get involved.
I didn't know.
No, that happens. Believe me, little things like that.
You?
Exactly.
Yep. But absolutely. I did go like this. Oh, I did like that when she did the fuck you. Oh, like she took it to another level.
Yeah,
see?
Well, she did.
As you were still pedaling.
Oh, yeah, no one stopped pedaling. No one stopped stairmastering. There's even a machine that goes sideways where you you have to work out.
You're like up and down. Yeah, imagine he's like, whoa.
Now, here's my ex-wife.
She's bobbling up and down.
Yeah, when it's on intermittent fitness, it'll go, up to 7 and down to 3 and up to 10 and up. So here's what's funny. I saw a lot of people increasing their speed as the argument was going on.
Now,
and listen, these guys lifting weights, nobody stopped lifting weights. Yeah. Nothing happened.
When I call her, I'll be on, I'll have to call Mary Ann sometimes, and she'll answer the phone. She goes, I'm at the gym. I'm working out. And I'm like, you can just feel the other people around her. Put down the fucking phone. You don't have to answer it. Because
they are really now, and I fly a lot as you do, Kevin, they are really trying to get telephone usage inside of the airplane.
I know. That's going to be horrible.
And they're proving that the signals don't mean anything and all that kind of stuff. And it's really too bad.
It's not the signals, because it's the lunatic. I mean, just getting on the subway, here in New York, and this, people will they'll have a signal and they'll be on the phone. They don't care about anybody around them.
Yeah, now there's Wi-Fi in a lot of the spots, underground. And you can go probably 3 stops, keep maintaining a phone conversation underground in the subway. And it's really annoying.
Yeah, it is. It's bad. And I said this before, that when I'm traveling,
younger people don't care, though. That's the whole thing. It's just normal to them. So people our age, Jay, we're like, what are you, shut up.
I think also I find that, and it's all ages, there are certain people that are traveling, and this is their way. I've said this about people that cross the street in California and go really slowly and make everybody stop. It's their way of letting you know that they're important, that their lives are meaningful or whatever. Not just kids talking on the phone, but I'll hear business people or people talking to their family.
I want to hear a stock tip. That's what I want to hear.
No, and they're making sure we all know that this is an important phone call, and don't you wish that you had an important phone call like this on your phone?
I do wish that, though.
It's sort of sad.
It's sad that I wish that I had an important phone call.
No, I do that in the airport. I do the fake loud talking.
Well, you page yourself. I mean, don't you do that?
I do it all.
Don't you page yourself? Like
I used to page them. I don't page anymore.
Where did you page yourself at what fancy club did you page yourself at?
I've paged myself at Caesar's Palace. Yeah. When I go to a casino, I always, Jay Thomas, phone call for Jay. I don't think they do that anymore.
They don't do that anymore because we all have cell phones, so nobody gets paged anymore.
But there used to be,
that
was always fun. Sylvester Stallone, whatever. But anyway,
I used to do that in my apartment building when I first moved into an apartment. I used to do apartment radio. I used to just speak into the intercom. Hi there, anybody downstairs listening to me? This is Kevin in 6C. Come on up and say hello if you can. Give us a call.
It's so obvious to all of us what a drug addict and a drunk you were.
What are you talking about? That's
because
fun.
That's drug addict.
That's
drunk
not
thing.
drug addict drunk thing. That's howling, laughing. Yeah. I'm on the intercom. I'm talking to people downstairs, 6 floors below me.
We used to do this in college when there was an RA on staff that we knew. We used to take over the intercom of the whole building. Yeah. And then just,
drunk
and on. Oh, okay. So that is a drunk thing. Yeah. Okay. I used to make the announcements in school, and I used to do them as Dr. Richardson. I would mock him, and then I'd get thrown out of school and get arrested.
One of my sons was at college, and he lived in a dorm there in Arizona, and he said, "Hey, I think I said, well, you're going to get a job." He says, "I think I can be the RA of the dorm, of the floor or whatever,
right?
And you get free rent,
room and board,
free room and board and stuff." And I go, "Okay, that would, that's a couple of grand.
That would help out, sure.
Yeah. That's good." So it's between him and this kind of really, nerdy girl, and so they have him come in, and he's a nice guy and all. And the guy says, "So what would you do if you smelled marijuana smoke?"
Oh boy!
And right, and you knew which room it was coming out of.
I'd call my father to bring him down here to get high with me.
What would you do? And my son said, I would go to the door, and I would knock on it, and I would say to them, there's a no drug policy here, and if you're doing anything or whatever, please put it out.
Right. Good answer.
He didn't get the job.
Why? What did the girl say?
The answer is
call the police.
Report them immediately to the school authorities. I'm not.
Yeah.
And when he didn't get the job, I said, why did he? Goes, because I said that I would warn a person who was, smoking a joint, or if I saw them drinking a beer. I go, so who'd they hire? A fucking nerd who'll tell on everybody, immediately. And I said, well, anyway, everybody hates her. Everybody fucking hates her. It is weird, isn't it? And so I'm sure one nerd was hiring the other nerds. That's an RA. Yeah. Unless the RA is a complete zero, which is really fun.
What does RA stand for? Resident authority or
advisor?
Advisor, right?
Yeah, resident advisor.
My RA had a beard, and she was a woman. She had a full beard.
She had a full beard?
Full beard.
No, she did not.
I swear. Yes, she did.
No, she didn't have a full beard. How could that happen?
I don't know. Yeah. She had a full beard. It was like in her
If I knew your RA had a full beard, I would open a Facebook account just to see how she's doing. Can you? What was
I don't even. Her name was Jen, but I don't remember her last name.
Okay,
Beardsley.
Please, Jen Beardsley was the
Beardsley.
Please go back in time, find out what her name was.
I'll try.
And please friend her on Facebook. Don't ever say her last name on the air. Yeah. And let's see how she's dealt with her beard.
See, my daughter's worried about her complexion, breaking out and stuff. I can tell her. I said, Jen Beardsley had a beard.
She was a nice woman. She flushed my beta fish down because I couldn't deal with it.
What's your beta fish?
Beta fish, like one of those fighting fish that you get in the fish tank. Oh. He died, and I just didn't want to deal with it. She flushed it for me. I mean, she was really nice, but she had a full beard. So you
couldn't even flush a dead fish?
No, because it was still kind of alive because it was turning gray and then doing this. I think it was something with the filter. I don't know. I don't know if you're supposed to have a filter, but it was doing some kind of a weird thing, and it was still kind of alive. And
was it swimming in circles? It
was like on its side, and it's making this really crazy face.
Kind of like Finding
Nemo.
It
went from being a gorgeous blue and red color to just all gray, and I
saw my mother-in-law at the Y swimming like that once, and I tried to.
Same coloring and everything.
Yeah, I tried to get somebody to flush her down the fucking. Here's what's weird: as she's gotten older, she's over 90-something now. Yeah. She's actually almost nice, and I guess they give her some sort of pills or something. Mm-hmm. And she's not the same person she was, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And
it's nice that you're getting along with her, though.
Well, now I'm going to feel badly when she dies. Prior to this, okay, see ya. I mean, I was worried that I wouldn't even cry, but, now, and I said to my wife, I go, what's this? She goes, well, she's on these pills and makes her really nice,
Okay.
So, let's go to Paul, who's in Washington. Congratulations. No, not congratulations. I'm sorry. I thought you won.
That's the North. That's the Northwest. That's
you were supposed to win. Paul, what's going on there in Seattle? Of course, ESPN, it's almost like when a plane crashes on CNN. They stop all normal news. The plane's gone. Like, nobody could find the plane. And like maybe 6 or 8 hours later, they should come back on and go, either we found it or didn't find it. But no, they stop everything. ESPN is 9-10 hours already talking about the play, the game, a pass was thrown, there should have been a run. Total bullshit, by the way. It was not a bad call, and not a call I would have made, but it just, that's the way it happened. Right, Paul? That's it.
Yeah, Jay. I talked to you last week about Russell Prame, and what I think happened yesterday.
Oh, by the way, Tom Brady's God. Yes. Yeah, Jesus likes Tom Brady more than...
God stopped watching the Super Bowl with like 20 seconds left. I agree with you. At first I thought the play sucked, but you know what? That's how they scored at the end of the first half. Did they, different, same thing, tack, blah, blah, boom, boom, boom. Hey, you know what? Whatever, man. I wanted them to win. They didn't. Oh, well. Brady's got.
Well, here's the deal, and I'm gonna say this for, and I never pretend I played at any, high level but when you're down
on the goal, at a high level, my God, look at you.
You're down on the goal line. Here's what's happening. You're down on the goal line, and you got this huge guy in the backfield, right? Huge guy. Mm-hmm. And the other team stacks everybody to stop the huge guy. And so
correct.
You go, hey, they're there to stop the huge guy. The problem with throwing the ball in the middle is that it can be tipped up in the air. Okay. But you're right. They had done it before. It was a great defensive play and it ended the game. Here's the funny part. I took Seattle plus 5 and under 53 points. As soon as Seattle had scored, I lost the under bet, right? When that interception happened, they scored, the score was under, it was 50, what did it end up being?
28, I think, right?
No, it's 28-24, right?
Yeah.
So what is that, 52?
52, yeah.
So I won the bet by 1 point, and they lost by less than 5. I'm cheering and screaming and going crazy because I had lost all my money. And someone said, "Oh my God, you're from Boston?" I said, "Fuck, I don't give 3 shits about the Patriots." I just bet the game, and I accidentally won. So billions of dollars changed hands at that moment.
Yeah, the last moment, yeah.
You know, I'm sure if you're a Patriots fan, you just love the game. You know, the game wasn't that bad. Obviously,
it was a great game, and Katy Perry was fabulous.
Oh,
wait a second.
Sure was.
Did her mouth not match? Was it because it was delayed? Was it the delayed sound? Did her mouth not match the sound?
It did look a little weird.
Everything matched.
But I think that's because the TV sound was taking a half second or so to get from the stage if she was singing live. I mean that.
I was watching it on my little black and white, and it looked fine.
Her vocal.
Black and white. Yes, she did.
He's standing up there with
a little 13-inch screen.
With the rabbit ears.
Yeah.
You know what he's got? He's got one of those TVs that he has a Zenith. He has an old Zenith.
He has to stand on one foot on the chair.
I have a Trinitron.
I love how when I'm an idiot, but I love how when Kodak went out of business and they went like this, we just didn't see it coming. I'm thinking, what? How did you not see it coming? It's like, and all those TV companies that went out of business and it's like, we didn't see it coming. You know, it's like, how do you not see what, I mean, I'm an idiot. I can see all the stuff coming.
Well,
Paul, good luck.
Whatever that was.
Good luck to you, Paul. And everybody's fine. And it was a good game.
For the same thank you, TJ.
Yeah, thank you. Good game. By the way, the national anthem went way over. Alan, thank you for reminding me. I did win that prop bet also. Jay Thomas Show at Gmail. You can contact me.
Now, what was that bet?
If she sings over, it was 3 minutes. My guy had 3 minutes and 12 seconds or something like that.
For the national anthem.
Yeah. And you know what it is? It's national TV. Mm-hmm. And, you know, she's the John Travolta's friend, Idina Malakafini, and she went over. She went over.
She sang, and the rocket's red.
You can imagine. You know, you're all excited. Let's go to Tony, who's in North Carolina. I think that the sad thing about the halftime shows are no one at home. It isn't as spectacular to us at home. It just doesn't have a concert feeling. And I've been to 6 or 7 Super Bowls over the years.
You didn't think that was cool that she was on a pedestal flying above everybody?
Yeah, I definitely liked that.
I thought that was cool.
The pyro, but Missy Elliott stole the show. And the fact that she had to tweet later on that she's been around for 20-something years is so sad that there are actually people that think that Katy Perry introduced the world to Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
Very strange thing.
I know Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
I was, and I hate to even say it, I was invited to a yacht club. First of all, I played golf the first half. And I know it's freezing back there and everything else. It's like 75. It's ridiculous here. I played golf. Just think, had your career made it, you'd be out here with us. But I played golf the first half and then went to the yacht club
Such a loser.
For the second half. And it was fried chicken day at the yacht club. So when she was singing, I was in line getting my salad, my mashed potatoes, and my fried chicken. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And so I just didn't. It's not spectacular when you're watching it. It's I don't know. It's just not cool. It's, you know, I really would rather an acoustic show at halftime, something really quiet. You know, like when you're in a bar and everyone talks while the singer is singing. That's what I'd like the halftime show to be.
Did you hear that Bob Dylan has a new album out?
Oh, yeah.
And it's he covers Sinatra songs.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I want to hear
I'm not a Bob Dylan fan.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Really?
The 3 or 4 songs that were hits or whatever he wrote.
Oh, my God.
I think his stuff is stupid. I think he's the luckiest songwriter in the world. I know. It's weird. I heard that whole album. I listened to the whole thing.
The Sinatra album? You did?
No, the one that, and he also released a bunch of songs that he'd never released before and all this stuff. I can't stand it.
I saw him at Woodstock, the second Woodstock, not the one in 69, the one in the 90s. And he came on the stage there, and I couldn't believe it. It just overwhelmed me. It was like unbelievable to see him in that element and how powerful it was. So we're on 2 different pages, absolutely.
We are. And I saw him in concert at Radio City once. It's just boring. It's just boring to me. It's like folk music, It's like, we shall overcome. And when he sings, I light my cigarette in the parking meter, I'm thinking, what's that mean? To me, his songs are like,
Who do you like?
Old.
What
well, I'll tell you. No, I like a lot of people, but I went to a buddy of mine.
Doo-wop? Are you into doo-wop?
No, a buddy of mine opened up a big venue the other night, and it was video and audio and everything else. He owns the building, and he opens this big venue with this public radio station, and he's got Walter Wolfman Washington. Excuse me. Little Freddie King. Yeah, Little Freddie King is singing. Little Freddie King comes out with a purple suit on and everything else. And he sits down and he says, he got the sunglasses and all. He goes, a fabulous guitar player, unbelievable guitar player. So he plays a bunch of guitars and then he says, in 2000, I was having woman trouble and everybody's cheering. This guy looks like to be like 80 years old. And so I told my girlfriend, I'll come from Alabama, we'll make everything okay. And I was waiting for her at the bus station. One bus arrived, she wasn't on. Another bus arrived. And so she never came. So I wrote this song. I swear to God. And he goes like this. I'm waiting at the bus station. One bus arrived, she not on. And that's, okay. He finishes the song. Then he says, when I was a little boy, I worked on a chicken farm. Father made me shuck corn, feed corn to the chickens, and was hot. And I wrote this song. I lived on a chicken farm. Every song.
Yeah. Well, that's country
music. It was like, middle-aged MC or whatever. Yeah. And that's what Bob Dylan is to me. He's just, it's almost like he takes, I know Marilyn Manson's
well, he's a poet.
They take lyrics. No, he's not a poet. They take fucking lyrics. They throw them in a hat. And they throw them on the ground and all this, wherever the words go. He's not a poet.
Of course he's a poet.
Not a poet.
He's iconic. God. The Beatles loved him. Now, come on.
Please.
Just because you didn't like him.
No, he's boring.
To you, he's boring.
Listen,
maybe if
I
you
like
his
4 or 5.
Bit, it's like you with documentaries. I'm not watching that documentary.
I don't like documentaries.
I want an action movie or something.
I don't like documentaries.
Yeah. So,
let's go to Tony of North Carolina. Tony, where were you when you watched the Super Bowl and Katy Perry last night? Where were you?
I had my ass parked on the couch in the living room.
Nice. Sure. By yourself? Nobody around? No buddies? No kids?
No. I just wanted to. My wife wasn't even home. I just camped out on the couch with a bowl of popcorn and a couple of beers.
My wife hates Russell Wilson because he said that his God won the game over her beloved Aaron Rodgers, and then Tom Brady is a cheater. So my wife went to a double feature and refused to watch the Super Bowl yesterday.
Wow. Well, she's such a Green Bay fan,
But she came home, I think she was totally high, and came in cursing and screaming. Oh. And my friend said something to her, and I went to, kind of diffuse the thing, and she goes, I can handle him. I'm thinking, holy shit. So, yeah, it was wild over there. I got home and watched the last quarter at my place. So, Tony, what'd you think of the halftime?
I think it sucked. And Katy Perry, someone's got to tell that girl to take the feed bag off. Her thighs are rubbing together.
What is wrong with you? What a horrible human being you were.
I want to know
The
what Tony's
halftime
thighs
show has
look like.
sucked for years.
Yeah. It's no good. Yeah, it's no good.
They got to start recycling rock bands through there, like ZZ Top or something to get the crowd up. This bubblegum bullshit they're putting on sucks.
Yeah.
Well, it's not for you, Tony. That's the thing.
Hey, you know what, Kevin? They ought to have a comic at halftime. That's
There you
fun.
go.
Yeah,
Then everybody could go to the washroom.
Yeah.
You're just a miserable prick, aren't you?
I
really
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm your age.
welcome Super Bowl 56. Welcomes Kevin Meaney.
I would just go out there and sing, I don't care.
Come on, everybody. Please be quiet while Kevin Meaney does his comedy.
I would shoot off my imaginary guns.
And then you get arrested. And then you get arrested.
tased.
Tony of North Carolina, thank you. Charlie, you're in Texas, and now you're on the Jay Thomas Show. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I'm agreeing with Christina. I think Missy Elliott absolutely stole the halftime show. It was awesome.
What about Lenny Kravitz? He was good in it, too.
Yeah, but the thing that sucks is that we can't hear the microphone. We have to hear, like, the speakers from the stadium, so you can't really hear it. But when Katy Perry came out with the beach scene, my 3-year-old was glued to the TV.
Thank you very much. There you go.
Just glued.
Yeah.
It looked like a cartoon. It was pretty cool.
Well, you know what's weird? It's like, I don't know who, they'll never tell you who picks the entertainment. They don't.
All my friends, all these guys are going, I hate that Katy Perry. Why don't they bring out somebody, a rocker or something, and they're all just so judgmental.
And then they did, and then they made him play her music.
It's just so,
no, but
no matter who you put out there, you would be complaining, I don't like that. It's the worst.
No, you know what? It's a football game. No, it's a football game. It's
who was the first performer on the Super Bowl? When they called the
I have no idea. I don't know.
You have no idea, do you?
No, I don't.
It was Carol Channing.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. She was
Christina, for those of you,
she was the first one. So if you're complaining now, what about Carol Channing?
This is true. This is absolutely true. When you don't live in New York and you're not raised around Broadway or whatever, when you and now of course people know people, but we would see them on the Tonight Show or whatever. But when I'm a kid and I'm sitting with my family and my parents, I think my dad went to one Broadway show or his whole life. And so
it was all over television, Carol Channing. What are you talking about?
I know. We didn't understand. She had this big wig. She went, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. People. It's like weirdos. It's like to us, we were watching TV and go, Carol Channing was the worst fucking singer I've ever heard in my life. And my family...
I disagree with you.
Hey, listen.
Power, flower power, go power, and low power. And if power is all they really understand...
I think this is an impersonator.
The power of the flower.
Carol Channing.
And the power of the dough. We put them both together, and we love them to death.
She sounds like an old drunk.
Skidoo, skidoo. The only thing that matters is with who you do it. Skidoo.
Oh my God.
Skidoo. The only thing that matters is with who. Skidoo. I do.
I'd be sitting there with my mom and dad, and I'm like, 9 years old, and I would go, is she good? I used to say that. Is she supposed to be good?
Yes, she's good.
No.
She's very good. Thank God you have me on this show.
No, you know what's funny? And my dad would say something. My dad would say something like,
I'm going to cover that song.
Well, when they're on Broadway and they have to really project. Mm-hmm. And so what seems weird to us is they have a microphone and everything. It says maybe she's singing too loud. But on stage, she's considered great. And that's what most people think of stage acting. They go, well, Virginia, what are you doing here this time of night? Oh, stop it, Stephen. It's like, that's what most people think of. That's why they hate theater. They do. They can't stand it. And so, to me...
Thank God there are people that like theater.
There are. There are lots of people, just not a majority of the population. That's all. So, but anyway, did you really watch the Super Bowl yesterday, Kevin?
Yes, I watched that. Unfortunately, I got stuck up at my house. I got stuck in the driveway. I pulled into the driveway thinking that I could get out, and it was covered with snow, and then I got stuck in there, and then I had to be towed out. So it was a long day, and then I got home at halftime.
You don't have snow tires or chains or...
Well, I said to myself...
Kitty litter does the trick.
I think I could get into that driveway. It's a really long drive. I should have parked out on the street and went into the house and checked on it and got my mail, but I went in. And then I got back at halftime, and I watched the halftime show, and I watched the rest of the game.
And you were by yourself in this frozen...
I was going to Kate and Mary Ann's, and then when I got stuck in the snow up there, that kind of changed all my plans. So I was invited to 2 parties and 3 parties, and I couldn't make any of them. So
one of my tires almost got stuck in the sand when I was going to the yacht club, so I know what you're talking about.
You.
And you know why I didn't want to push it out? The front of my car was too hot. You know, the sun gets the front of your car hot and burned my hands a little bit.
Well, I think it's 11 degrees here.
So no, it isn't. It was, I landed in...
It's going down to 11
We are in a snow globe right now.
Yeah. I was in Denver when the snowstorm hit the other day, and it was real cold, and it was like 20, but with the wind chill, it was like -2. Oh, man. Oh, that's... Ouch.
Yeah.
Lick a pull. Yes, Jay of Canada, go ahead.
Yeah, hey, what's going on, Jay? I was just thinking when you brought up that Kevin said being the halftime show, he'd be great at it. I thought about instead of Katy Perry riding out on a big lion, it probably would have been like this big cruise ship nose that would have come out. They would have kicked Kevin off the bow. The crowd would have went nuts, and then AC/DC would have started playing Thunderstruck. That would have been a great halftime.
You have quite a little imagination there. Thank you.
Are you on drugs right now?
Kevin comes out on a cruise ship with a big nose.
They have nothing to do in Canada. They really don't. They just think of crazy scenarios.
By the way, we'll start our, Valentine's Day is coming. We're going to start giving you ideas of things you can do, not just for people you love, but later today, an idea to send something to someone that you no longer love, an ex.
This is right up your alley.
This is right up Jay's alley.
Right up.
And it is a living. It is a don't give it away. It's a living thing. It is a living thing. And then tomorrow, we're talking. Hopefully, Christina, we'll talk to Martin Pistorius. Is that him, or is that the person that wrote the?
I believe it's him. We'll be having him. Yeah.
Who is Martin Pistorius?
He was Ghost Boy.
Ghost Boy.
Ghost Boy. He got sick.
Is that a TV show or something? Or
I don't know if it was a TV show, but he got sick. He had a sore throat, and the next thing you know, he was completely paralyzed. Couldn't speak, couldn't move.
Oh my God!
Lapsed into a coma. But he regained consciousness, but no one knew it but him. Christina, I think it was 12 years he was locked in his body. Is that right?
Wow.
I believe so. Yes.
And they fed him with a tube or something?
Yes.
Did he lose weight?
Kevin.
Yes, I'm sure he did.
Kevin's always looking for the new fad diet.
That's so difficult.
He says it in his book, Ghost Boy. Through your mind, you're becoming more and more aware of what was going on around you, but you couldn't control your body enough to let anybody know. What was it like when you first realized you were locked into your own body? That's one of the things he says.
And
then he tried to convince himself not to go mad.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And then...
what kind of questions are you going to ask him?
He was in a vegetative state for nearly a decade, but could hear what everyone was saying around him.
Oh, my God. And he couldn't move. So he couldn't even make a
I'm going to ask him
sound or something.
Now, Christina, I thought he could talk and he's awake, but he's not awake.
What's the most...
Well, we have to write... You know what? You may not want to miss tomorrow's show because, Kevin, we have to give him questions, and then he has to answer us back on his computer.
Oh, he still can't talk?
Right.
Christina, what's the deal? He can't talk?
He's got a machine that helps him.
Oh, he's like Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, so they have to pre-program his responses.
I want to know if he gets a boner. Of course I do.
All right, we'll put that on the list, Kevin.
Isn't that, but that's involuntary. You can't help it. You wake up, bing, you go, okay.
How old is this poor unfortunate? How old is he? Do we know?
Is that sick? Am I sick?
No, I was thinking the same thing.
You were thinking the same
That's
thing.
normal.
That's normal.
I want to know, does he have urges to want to have sex?
Oh, you're disgusting. I'm just talking about a boner.
Yeah.
Oh, you make it dirty. I tell you.
No, here's the thing.
That Islam
you know what?
But
This happens a lot.
Wasn't he, while he was under...
You and the chickpeas.
In the coma or whatever, that he was he abused?
He was molested?
He was molested? I was going to ask. God. You know what, Christina? I can't believe you're saying it. I was going to ask, because if I was writing the movie, for those of you that have ever had a relative or an old relative, or God forbid, a young person that had to be in the hospital for any length of time, the people, sadly, that work constantly in care homes, hospitals, retirement homes and all that, there's a group of individuals that work late at night, and they, who wants that job? They do their best to vet them, but it's always a weird group, Kevin. I'm not kidding.
No, wait a minute.
I mean this. I think the scene would be
once every so often that things
two
like
orderlies come in, they throw Ghost Boy's, gown back, and they play with his penis to see if they can get it hard. It's because they're bored. It's wrong. No, it's wrong.
You're a nurse. Can you verify?
Yes, Medina is a registered nurse.
First of all, I'm not going to be a part of this discussion. I just left Sundance, where the whole thing was about child abuse. I can't be. This is insane talk.
Where do they put the weirdos?
He explained.
Where do the late shift weirdos go in a hospital? Late shift weirdos. Yeah.
What does it say, Christina?
It says here he explained in detail how he'd been forced to eat and drink until he was sick. He also recalled being sexually abused by an unnamed woman.
Oh, God. Well, this is terrible.
Wow.
Yeah, so we can't really be all like...
Now, you being a nurse, do you know these things that are happening, Medina?
Sure.
She's laughing so hard.
She's laughing so hard that she's not making any noise. She's just bouncing up and down. As a trained nurse,
they would probably start you in your first year or two late at night, but as you were continued and were better...
I worked at the airport late at night, and that things never happened like that.
You wish, though.
Yeah. People that work late at night, overnight shifts, either are or become very odd.
This is an SVU episode. It's happened.
Because the circadian rhythm gets thrown off, so I'm sure they probably get a little weird.
No, because they're nuts. They're nuts.
They get more money.
I'll meet a guy once and he'll go, I've been the overnight
DJ
guard here for 21 years. I go, what? Well, you sit on this little stool by a door that no one ever comes in.
At 3 a.m., I take off my pants. I sit there in my
and I'm sitting there with them, and now with the internet, God knows what they do. But there was a time when they wouldn't have a book. They wouldn't have anything, and they're just sitting there, and they're the guard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like those...
Well, they got to make their rounds and hit the key, so...
There have been people, Air Force guys, and are underground manning our rockets for like 50 years, 60 years.
Right.
And they just cleaned house. They fired the 3 or 4... They fired colonels.
They fired the big general there, because he was... what was he doing? Because having sex or something, or
they were all wild.
Yeah.
They were bored to fucking tears,
right?
And they would be down there for like 5 years. They'd get to go home, but their main job was living underground, where we're never going to launch anything. Nothing's ever going to be launched. At
one time we did think we had to launch.
Well,
we were all, when we went to school back in the 60s, 50s, and 60s. There was a real concern about that, and especially during the Cuban Missile Crisis, and we almost went
but not anymore. That's all
Not
over.
Anymore, no. But that's taken a long time to get to.
Unless they can pack in a bomb on a camel's back and get it across the ocean. There's not going to be any bomb shot at us anytime soon.
Well, we're in a big religious war right now, so that's what's happening.
That's right. So, Christina, we send prepared questions, and then he will answer them. Are we going to hear that electronic voice? By the way, do you have the ability for me to hear the electronic voice on the computer so I can get used to how this is going to work?
Yeah, bring up Stephen Hawking so maybe you can feel...
There's a thing where you can say something that we've done before on the computer, and it'll go, you are up, Brother Joe.
Hello, Jay Thomas.
Yeah, I want to get used to it. Many people don't know the preparation that I go in before each interview that I do. This is a very special one.
Ghost Boy.
Yeah.
I bet people are going to call
like interviewing a deaf person.
As Ghost Boy.
Oh, by the way, if we have any, I want to run voice box today if we have any, Christina. Go ahead. Do we have anything we can run electronically that I can hear this?
Oh, I'm
crying from laughing so hard.
Well, now, here's the other thing, and they'll never understand it.
Yes.
He has a wife, Joanna.
Mm-hmm.
So now he was in a coma.
And she stayed faithful to him for...
No, she's married him after the fact.
Okay.
She's married him after the fact. Remember, he started as Ghost Boy, became Ghost Man, and...
Does he have kids?
I don't know. I don't know.
You haven't stopped. You're making me laugh.
I want to know if he has kids.
I can't stop crying.
Doesn't Stephen Hawking have kids? Yes, Hawking. But he has,
So
he's had 3 wives and...
right,
I think
hold
he's
on a second.
Active and everything.
So here's one of the questions I would like to ask him.
Okay.
So, what do you have, Christina?
What do I have?
I am Ghost Boy.
Oh no, this is one of the questions I want to ask.
Yes, I'm ready.
Martin. Martin. So basically, you went from being considered a complete imbecile.
Oh, you can't ask him that.
Wait a minute. To giving lectures, he works full time, and he's writing a book.
I would say instead of imbecile, saying that you were in a complete coma. You couldn't, don't call him an imbecile. Why would you call him
People
an imbecile?
come in.
Send the word imbecile to them.
Thank you,
email.
Christina.
Because then
You
they're
went
just
from
gonna
being
say,
considered.
You know
hold
what?
on.
I don't think
you
that
went.
this is
You
the
went
best
from
fit
being
for us.
considered a
Moron.
a vegetable. A vegetable.
Not a
You went from being considered to giving lectures. And by the way, when they say he works full time, what does he do, Christina, for a living from his bed?
Yeah.
I need to know his condition.
I bet he's a personal shopper. You can do that.
That is the silliest thing I've heard in a while.
Yeah.
And he's writing a book and everything else. I mean, he's just laid out there like a salmon?
Does he have a pen in his mouth and he's just hitting the keys?
No, I don't think he moves.
Oh.
All right, here's the next one. What was your wedding like to Joanna? And
what's your wedding night like?
No, well, how did you two kids fall in love?
Does she undress you?
No, we're not asking that one.
That's a good question, though. Who undresses him? Who bathes him? Does he take a sponge bath? Who cleans his taint?
His taint.
What sort of things? Hold on. What sort of personal things?
Are you circumcised?
Would you hear people saying around you while you were in your the state where you could where you were in your conscious yet unable to communicate state? Well, I want to hear like his aunt said something or his cousins
we had chicken and dumplings last night. God, I wish he could hear us.
All righty.
And here's the big one. How did you not go stark raving mad? How do you not? I mean, by the time they communicated
had the TV
with
on
him,
or radio on or something.
Oh, that's another one. Did they play shows you hated constantly?
Yeah. Or maybe the shows that he liked, just something, maybe. At one time, was he completely conscious and then he went into Ghost Boy?
He got a sore throat.
How
old was he when it all started? We need to find out.
Wonder if he did something
writes the
dirty.
book. He's got a wife. I mean, so I listen, we interviewed a lot of unusual people, but I don't remember having to put questions. We've had to put questions out.
Didn't you interview the boy in the bubble?
No, he wasn't. I interviewed his family. That didn't go well. No, it didn't go well.
His family.
I interviewed his mom and dad. It did not go well at all.
Yeah.
It was not.
That's not good.
No. Yeah. Hey, by the way, no one is talking about Liam Neeson. To me, that was the best commercial yesterday. He's doing a voiceover, big voiceover voice, and then you realize he's in a fast food restaurant or something, and then he goes back and he's talking to this ridiculous, video game. I thought that was great. I love.
Did you like the nation?
Go fuck yourself.
But there it is. That's going to be tomorrow.
Play it again.
Hey, Jay, go fuck yourself.
Okay, I'm getting used to it.
Oh, yeah.
Christina, send me that on a link so I can listen to it all day.
Yeah,
all
you can
night.
play that for the wife,
Yeah. So is this? What's that?
You got it.
Okay, great. I love that thing.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, I got a great idea. Let's lay down my questions in that voice and let that voice
that'd
ask
be
it.
too much.
Really?
Yeah, that'd be too much.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. All right.
What do you just type that in? Yeah.
Hey, what's that called? What is that called? That's great. I love that.
It's off of Codawelt.com.
Codawelt?
Codewelt. I'm sorry. Codewelt.
Codawelt.
Yeah, Codewelt.
Okay.
Codewelt. Yeah.
Let's go. By the way, if we do have some, I know we haven't promoted it in a while. Do you have any voice boxes we can play?
I have a few, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. And remember, a voice box is 3476-SIRIUS. 3476-SIRIUS. And you can talk to your heart's content. You know what makes me mad about you? You know I don't want to say who invented it. I just thought, I'm not going to say that asshole's name on this show. Well, you're an idiot.
No, he's an asshole.
But you know what makes me mad? You made me laugh really hard, and then you read my mind somehow. Because I didn't want to say it. Garrett Andrews.
Oh. He's doing so well.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Yeah. Garrett Andrews.
I love Garrett.
Coming up and around...
fucking idiot.
All right. Coming up and around the horn. Why would she pour hot bacon grease on her boyfriend? It'll be an around the horn. Plus, boo-hoo, Alaska. Boo-hoo-hoo. There we go.
The Grinch.
All right. And the clue to that one is oil spill. Oil spill. All right. You will be ha-ha-ha. All right.
Wow.
Was that Kevin or the computer? Who said wow?
It was the computer.
Jay Thomas, yes.
He's the afternoon guy.
Very perky.
Not like the rest of us. The Jay Thomas Show.
On Indy. Sirius XM.
Indy.
Hey, Taylor. Hit me.
Why did she sing this at the Super Bowl?
I'm the hottest round. I told y'all y'all
they sang this last night.
Listen to me now. I'm last.
She didn't say motherfucker.
No, they just didn't say anything.
It says mother trucker. That's what they do
Oh, really?
in the Super Bowl. You mother trucker.
Hey, by the way, this, which I think is the stupidest, most fake, and absolutely useless campaign I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. The NFL domestic violence campaign.
That was weird.
Where the actors, and they get athletes too, pretend they're crying.
Oh, that's not.
And the actor one is so unbelievable because Kevin will tell you this, or anybody who acts. Let's say you have a scene, and before the scene, you're going to have to cry during the scene. Mm-hmm. Well, you don't just walk in and do it. Right. You have to prepare yourself, right? Sure. Even if you're going to have an argument or whatever, you go scene to scene, and if you're on a stage, you're preparing for it at many pages. And how do you prepare? Well, you're mentally preparing for it, but if you have time, you turn away. Keep your eyes open. I don't know if you know this or not, Kevin. I was taught to maybe actually try to breathe.
This is life acting. This is very...
No, breathe through my eyes. Mm-hmm. And you go wherever you need to go that's going to make you sad. Mm-hmm. Because the words you're saying don't mean that much to you. It's somebody else's, right, Kevin? It's somebody else's drama.
If we can have Sway in the morning come... Would you want to talk about this? Because Sway is in one of the commercials.
Okay, you know what? I would give anything to meet him. So you see people turn away, and they get ready, and they do. You think of either the event that you're going to talk about or act about, or you think about something in your life that'll make you sad or whatever, and now they go, action, the scene starts, and before it's over, I'm weeping, you're doing whatever. Some people are technically spectacular at it, and I have to really work it up. And once I get there, sometimes, Kevin, this sounds crazy. Mm-hmm. Once I get there, I cry too much.
Well, that happened to me one time when I remember doing a scene in Uncle Buck, and I had to, get to that point where I almost cry, and then they said, okay, cut, that was good, But then after they cut, I was so emotionally wrapped up into the part, I couldn't stop crying. And then Audrey Meadows was like, "That's all right. That's all." She was just like, this
it's
wonderful.
weird.
Yeah, it is weird because you do get emotionally about it.
I understand. Yeah. I think that back then, had I been working on that show, I would have known after that scene you were gay. But other than that, I understand.
Really?
I understand.
Just because I cried.
Well, you probably cried longer than you should have.
Did you catch?
Because you know the truth. When you got to your place to cry, I bet a lot of it had to do with who you were and who you were showing the world. Remember, those emotions are unlocked along with the acting emotions. Oh, absolutely.
You're such a...
It's true.
Doctor.
No, not but when people there's some people like soap opera actresses.
So where were your tears coming from? So mine were coming from my gay dark place, and and yours were coming from when you have to cry. Where does that come
Hopefully, my life is in a terrible place when I get those.
Maybe when your father told you to die in Vietnam. Is that?
That's right. I used to bring up my father's death. For some crazy reason.
Not his death. When he told you.
No. You know what's so crazy? I was in New Orleans for the last 5 or 6 days, and the way people talk to each other and what they do, I said, this is why people don't get me, and here's one of them. You're on a telephone call, Kevin. Just pretend you're talking to your daughter, and let me listen in. This is what people do in New Orleans. Good.
Hi, Kate. It's Daddy. What are you doing?
Hey, you know what? Tell her I'm over here. Tell her I'm right here standing by you.
That's Jay. That's Jay. And he says hello. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to pick you up tomorrow.
What does she think of those guys, those gay guys that come visit you sometimes?
Sounds like Ira standing next to me.
No,
it sounds like a mental patient.
They interrupt. They yell at people. And of
just
course,
random people?
No, when you're with your loved ones. My wife will get on the phone or my kids get on the phone. And they had to, over years, say, don't do that, right?
Yeah.
And then people say horrible shit to each other in arguments. And for some reason, most of the time, you were completely forgiven. Completely forgiven. Well, when my dad said that, it was really unusual. And he was not a New Orleanian. But I think because...
Where was he from?
Texas.
He was. Oh, that's where you were born, right?
You're right. He was born in Texas, and so when I said it to my brother, I go, "Oh my God!" And then Dad, I went over to his apartment where his wife hated me and didn't want me in the apartment, even though my father had just thrown me out and said, "I hope you get killed in Vietnam." Okay, I got a suitcase with me, and I'm going to go off to the draft board. She said, "I have to leave. I think you should leave within 10 or 15 minutes after I'm gone." That's what she says to me. So I called my brother. I go, she wants me out here in 15 minutes. My brother laughs. I go, and Dad said I should go get drafted and go get killed in Vietnam. My brother laughed. He laughed again. Laughed twice. So that's how, So, and that night we were having stuffed peppers for dinner, my favorite meal after I got out. But that's the difference.
With rice?
Delicious. So when I have to cry, hopefully I'm already close to it with the scene. Or I'll just have to go somewhere. I don't know where. I have to find a place.
I thought you were talking about the 911 call, but they pretend it's a pizzeria. That was one of the commercials from last night. But it happened.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that happened back in October on Reddit. There was this story about how somebody called 911 and then pretended to do a pizza.
Right. This is a 911.
Yeah.
I know. I'd like a pepperoni pizza.
Those are drunks that are doing that.
No. Somebody called from
abused.
Domestic violence, and because
it's a great
her
spot.
abuser was
you mean they were pretending?
Yeah.
Yes. And she's
like I did in the gym when I pretended I was on the phone at the gym and the girl was talking really loud. I went like this. I'm calling 911 to get a pizza, but I'm really domestically being violated by your phone. How about that one?
No. You just sound like a drama queen.
Do we have that? Does the ad does the person?
What about the Nationwide ad where they had the little dead kid? Did you see that?
Yeah, what was that?
I stopped after the Budweiser puppy. I couldn't handle it.
I was hysterical watching. I was crying
at
the
end. Dead baby?
That was a dead kid. It was
like,
a commercial about
I'll never get the cooties. I'll never go to the movie.
Wait a minute. Wait, the dead baby is saying this?
It's a dead, 4 or 5-year-old, right?
A dead 4 or 5-year-old? They ran that in a commercial?
Explain it, Medina.
There's a kid who's saying all this stuff like, I'll never get to do this, I'll never see my first this, I'll never do this.
You have it? Okay. Yeah.
And he's dead.
Well, yeah.
Wait! I'll never learn to ride a bike.
No?
Or get cooties.
Girl kisses him.
I'll never learn to fly.
He's up in the air.
Or travel the world with my best friend.
No.
And I won't ever get married.
Or do gay stuff.
I couldn't grow up because I died from an accident.
Oh, my God.
And then they show a bathtub with overflowing water.
Oh, my God.
And the cabinet open with all of the cleaning products.
Together, we can make safe happen.
What's that?
I'm crying. I can't.
That is for what? That is what?
Nationwide is on your side.
Wait a second. So insure your kids so you make money off of them when they die?
No. Just be careful. Don't throw the toaster in the bathtub.
They defended their choice to discuss a child's death by saying it wanted to start a conversation about safety and prevention for children.
Yeah. How about
that's
how
not
about
what
them?
it's gonna start.
How about them taking the handguns out of their mother's pocketbooks, okay, and then shooting everybody? I mean, that's part
a
of
3-year-old was in the motel room with the pregnant mother.
I'm gonna pass out. Oh my God, I'm gonna pass out. I am. Oh God. And the 3-year-old takes the gun out, shoots the father in the knee, and shoots the mother in the shoulder.
No, because the bullet went through the father and hit the mother.
Yeah. Through the butt, right? Yeah.
A 3-year-old boy shot his father and pregnant mother inside of a New Mexico motel room. Both parents are recovering. It was near Albuquerque.
Yeah, they're putting that kid up for adoption.
The police said in a statement that appears the toddler managed to take the handgun out, cock the handgun.
Cock it.
It was out of his mother's purse and fired one shot at America's Best Value Inn.
Yeah. Well, it happens all the time. It just happened in Walmart a couple of weeks ago where the toddler
Let's go around the horn. Where did the bullet strike the father?
Well,
he doesn't listen. He doesn't listen. He doesn't listen. He really doesn't.
What?
In the eye, Jay.
Where did it strike him?
In the eye. Yeah.
You mean you already know where it struck him?
We already said it. We already said it. But you don't listen.
In the ass.
Yeah, in the ass.
Yes.
And then it hit the mother in the shoulder or something.
I heard you say the father was shot. I didn't hear you say he was shot in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
No. There goes that.
Yeah.
The mother's 8 months pregnant. That kid came shooting out of her vagina like a howitzer. Did you see that part of the story?
No.
Where the kid just flames out of her butt.
No, a woman in Utah yesterday had a baby on the side of the road on 15 going north. She called and said, "Oh, my water's breaking." And then the baby came out, and and she delivered it right there in the car.
Pull it out herself?
She did. She'll pull the baby out herself.
Now, what I'm going to do is terrible. What I'm going to do is really awful,
of course you are.
It's insensitive, and I'm just going to say the people's names. Mm-hmm. They are in this Values Inn motel.
Right.
She's pregnant for his second child because the first one has gotten, and they're both carrying weapons.
Sure.
And I want us, and we'll never know this, I'll want us to put the image of these people in your minds. I am not going to say a word about it. I am not. I'm going to put both of the names out, and I'll bet you we're all going to get the same image. Okay?
Okay.
So the couple in New Mexico, near Albuquerque, at the America's Best Value Inn, father was shot in the ass after the 3-year-old
shot in the butt.
Pulled the gun out of the mother's
I bet they're
purse.
French.
The dad is Justin Reynolds, and he and his girlfriend, Monique Velasquez, were ready to order a pizza when the gun went off. Say the names again. Justin Reynolds.
And
Monique Valiscas.
Valiscas.
And I mean it. I'm just going to let you put the images of
Justin
those people.
Sounds,
No, I didn't ask you to discuss it.
He sounds hot.
I just said
Justin Reynolds is sounds like a hot guy.
I hate to tell you.
Doesn't he sound hot?
There's no way you make me think that
like,
those
girls?
parents ought to. I'm sorry.
Doesn't he sound hot?
They shouldn't be parents.
Just based by their names?
You betcha. I imagine what and who he is, and I imagine what and who she is.
I think
by their names.
Jay's like, we don't wear pink. We only wear pink on Wednesdays. He's such a mean girl.
Yeah.
Judgmental.
I would have been a great girl.
But
I would have been an incredible girl.
Justin Reynolds. I mean, that's a great name, stage name.
Right.
Justin Reynolds. Could you please stand up?
Power Ranger Ricardo Medina Jr. has been arrested for murder. Yeah. Do we have any audio of how this... What Power Ranger? Hold it a second. What Power Ranger? Which one is it?
Wes! Eric!
Wes?
Cole, it's good to see you again. What are you guys doing here?
Well, we got a call that said meet here at the Nasada Spaceport.
So you've already met the Silver Guardians. Wesley Collins, Red Time Force Ranger. This is Eric Myers, the Quantum Ranger. And that's the Red Turbo Ranger.
Which one is he? Christina.
He's the red one, yeah.
Theodore J. Jarvis Johnson.
Please, just call me TJ.
Is this animated, Christina? This is the real... Oh, wow.
And that's Andros.
Glad you could join us all the way from Turtle Cove.
God, this show sucks.
Oh, okay. All right. Stop it for a second. Let me ask this. I only saw the headline. Did he kill somebody by his acting? Was he? Because he's terrible.
Him and his girlfriend and their roommate were at their apartment or where they live.
He and his roommate. He and his girlfriend. He and his girlfriend. Not him and his girlfriend.
Okay. He and his girlfriend.
Him was at his apartment. Is that how you're going to talk?
Him was at his apartment.
No, he and his girlfriend.
Him was at his apartment. Him was at his apartment.
So he's at his apartment.
I'm Asian. It's hard for me to talk.
No, you're not Asian. Don't even do that again. Don't do it again. Here we go.
He was at his apartment with his girlfriend, and then there's a roommate. Mm-hmm. Him and the roommate got into an argument, and then it kind of got serious. So they went into their bedroom, the girlfriend and the samurai guy,
Power Ranger.
Yeah. The other guy gets mad and breaks into the bedroom, knocks down the door. So I don't think
things are going well for this guy.
So then he takes the samurai sword that's behind the door and stabs him in the stomach. And by the time the guy got to the hospital, he was pronounced dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, did that Power Ranger use the sword?
Yes.
So you think he had a Power Ranger sword available to him?
It doesn't say whether or not it's a prop, but, he probably had an invested interest.
I bet somebody had given him a sword, for
He was part of he was the Red Ranger on Power Rangers Wild Force.
And then that was in 2012.
And also Power Rangers Samurai.
Right.
So,
poor bastard. Huh? That's sad, isn't it? Poor guy. He probably don't have enough money to live by himself and had this crazy roommate.
Yeah.
And then this sad thing happens to him, Now he's in jail. He's handsome, too. Terrible actor. Handsome.
Well, he might, it might be stand your ground or something like that. I mean, because, he was behind the door. But he's still charged with murder until they, work things out.
You mean he just stabbed through the door?
No, the guy broke into the door. That's what I read in the post.
Yeah,
the guy broke in the door.
Well, that's good.
And then he was like, I got to defend myself. And, in the stomach.
What a shame, poor bastard.
Yeah, that'll be tomorrow's show, and we do that.
Yeah.
Do you have the 911 pizza commercial? I didn't see this one either. I guess I was getting chicken when these things were running.
911, operator 901. Where's the emergency?
127 Brynmere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushroom.
You've called 911. This is an emergency line.
How long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Okay, is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, It looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location.
And he's eating pizza.
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
And then it says when it's hard to talk, it's up to us to listen.
Ooh, that, you know what? I have to tell you, that is that's effective. The people
it's from
crying.
A true story.
I agree with you.
So
I agree with you. That is effective. That gave me a shudder, and I'm not kidding. That made me feel really weird and sorry. And the thing that I'm watching with these people crying on TV, I don't buy it. I'm sorry. I don't buy. Maybe a couple of them. You know, believe it or not, two of the football players are more believable. You know?
I wonder if Hernandez was happy
Carter.
about the win last night.
Who?
Hernandez.
Does he get a ring?
Yeah, does he get a ring?
No, he didn't play.
Oh, he didn't play.
No, his contract. Now, here's the other thing. If he is found not guilty,
he might get off.
He can sue.
Yeah.
If the Patriots voided his contract.
Yeah, they fired him right after. The next day they fired him.
Yeah, so here's the weird thing. Unless they put in the contract that you do something to the detriment, the same thing with us, the true detriment of the company.
How come you haven't been fired then?
I've never done anything to the detriment of the company.
Are you serious?
No, nothing's ever happened.
All right,
it's not about what you say.
I'm not going to bring it up on the air.
It's not what you say on the air. It's what becomes detrimental to the company in the, out there somewhere. And we don't even need to bring up how that happened. That's happened here before.
Oh, no.
Right. So the thing is that if you're arrested for double, triple murder, whatever it is,
that's not good for the company.
That's not good for the company. That's bad. Yeah. But if you were found not guilty, then Aaron Hernandez could come back and say that by doing that, you accentuated the ruination of his whatever. And so that was that. And he could still get all of his back pay.
Have you followed any of that at all? Like what
it looks really bad. He looks like he was a gang member and a multi-millionaire gang member.
Yeah, but they say that, some of these pundits...
They found a gun?
No, they've never found the gun. They've never found the murder weapon. But there's a photo of him that he might be carrying a gun, but it's still not sure. Mm-hmm. And some of the people that are the talking heads on, CNN and all the other programs say that there's a possibility he might get off. So,
well, he's going to spend. He's going to use all of his money, but he's going to spend millions, and he's going to get somebody fantastic.
He's got a lot of money. Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the other thing: if he does get free, who touches him? I mean, they're about to draft this kid.
He could probably play in Japan. Do they have
they'll sign. But Jameson Winston, accused of rape, accused of shoplifting, or maybe even was caught.
Oh.
And yelled,
Who is this guy? What's his name?
The quarterback, the number one drafted kid coming out of college, Jameson Winston.
Oh, that's the one who was accused of rape, and then
all of this stuff.
Right.
So now the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they have the very first pick.
Mm-hmm.
What sort of statement is that from the NFL that they're going to pick a guy first who is still in litigation about the girl is going to sue him civilly? But he's found not guilty by the school and by the school's ethics thing. He was caught shoplifting. There was sex in a bathroom at a club with him and two other guys. I think they even admit to that. But the girl's calling it, rape.
Yeah.
And then he yells some word. I don't know what the curse word was.
That was in the lunchroom. That was ridiculous, yeah.
That's enough for the NFL to say, forget the rape charge, let him deal with that. We're not sure that this guy's got what it takes, but they're not going to do that.
Johnny Football, went into rehab yesterday. Johnny Manziel.
I think he's done. I think he's one of those guys that...
Johnny Football? I don't think so.
You know what? He played drunk in college, and he was pretty good. So you mean he can't play drunk in the pros? Then get better drugs.
Yeah.
And better booze. He's not good enough to be in the NFL for whatever reason. I don't know what it is.
Didn't he play one game this year and he didn't fare too well?
Nothing.
Right? Yeah.
But if you did watch the Super Bowl, the kid on the Seahawks, just so you'll know, does the same stuff that and they're the same size. And that kid can do it. I can't explain it. You know what it's like, Kevin? It's like a guy that's funny, for a while or in the living room or whatever.
That's me.
And then,
that's me.
No, it's not you.
No.
It was me, actually. Yeah. I was a lot funnier. And then, as I tried to do more stand-up, whatever it was, I wasn't as good as the very early on.
I think if you didn't have radio, you'd probably be one of the great stand-ups. But do you have?
I don't know.
I do, because you're tremendous. You're very good on stage.
I don't think I would have hung around that long.
But you had this great career in radio where you got multi-million-dollar contracts and things like that. So why would you have to go out to the club at night to do all this stuff when you have all of that?
Yeah, you're right. I wasn't
millions of people every day on the radio. So I would have done the same thing. Yeah. I have to go out to Detroit tomorrow. You think I'm happy about that? No. 20 inches of snow.
I don't know that I would. I think I would have left before. I think I would have.
But I'm looking forward to going to the Comedy Castle this week in Detroit.
You're sounding very bitter right now.
No, I'm really looking forward to it.
You're sounding very bitter.
Come on, truckers, pull your truck up. We got plenty of parking behind the club.
What about the trucker that was pulling his own tooth and crashed the vehicle?
I love that story. Was he charged with anything?
I don't know. I really don't know what he was charged with. I'm not sure what they said.
Is that what I sound like?
No, that's what he sounds like.
Okay.
That's what he sounds like.
I thought I was having a stroke or something.
Because he pulled the tooth. Yeah. I don't know where he was driving, but he had proof. He had the tooth was in his pocket.
Yeah.
And so it was almost as if that was they were going to let him go.
That's still reckless driving.
I would say it was.
I mean, if you're in the car and you're putting on makeup, which I don't do anymore, but
I need a trucker. I need a trucker.
If you can't text and drive, then you certainly can't be pulling out your own
your tooth is falling out. You're in terrible pain.
Yeah,
and so you're in the. He couldn't.
Yeah, work it out with your tongue for a while.
He just couldn't. No, he couldn't do it. You know what? When I was a kid, they would tie a string to my tooth and then slam the door.
They really did that.
That was not really.
Yeah, they really did. My dad did it 3 or 4 times.
My mother and father did that to their first granddaughter, Dwyer. They put her tooth was coming out, and they tied string around and closed the door. She still remembers it to this day. Like, what is wrong?
Like child abuse.
That's total child abuse.
Wait a second. In the South, your
tooth is just loose and not ready yet.
I put string on my tooth once.
Thank you.
Well,
in the South,
that Persian.
Hold on, where I was raised. I'm sure it's still done today.
My mom used to say, eat an apple.
That's a good, she's a good mom. That's a good mom.
All right, here it is. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Tractor trailer crashed on Interstate 20. He lost control because he was pulling one of his teeth. He had taken his hands off the wheel to pull a loose tooth. And he showed him the tooth.
Yeah.
The crash shut down the interstate for 12 hours.
Oh, God.
And the driver was not injured, but he pulled it out with his hand.
See, officer?
Now,
how rotted is his head if you could actually pull it out with just your own hands? Yeah. It's got to be.
It happens. You know what? With all of this health care, no one has dental insurance.
I was at the dentist the other day, have my checkup. Just for the cleaning alone, take a guess what it costs. Just for the cleaning and the X-ray.
$80. $80.
$327.
$425.
Wow.
No, it didn't.
$425 with the X-rays, and they only got half the X-rays done because I have a problem gagging. And you would think that I wouldn't have a problem. You would think I wouldn't have a problem gagging, putting all the
Wait, who do you go to? Dr. Oz? $425. Are you nuts?
I go to a doctor right off in the village, Greenwich Village.
Why don't you go to some school where they're teaching them dentistry and get your work done there?
My teeth are very important to me, as yours.
I'm sure they
are.
So go to a school.
So I want to go to a prominent dentist. Somebody that's. That.
Let me guess. He's somebody your gay friends.
No.
Yes, no. There are a lot of gay dentists.
It's not gay. Not gay. Gay. I remember my first dentist. I was telling them
Excuse me, Medina, you're in the medical industry. There are a lot of gay dentists. I don't know why that is.
I don't know either, but do you know that dentists...
And by the way, let me say something really quickly now.
You'll never let anybody know.
So I never, ever besmirch the company. I think that's a cool idea. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was just saying, it seems to me I've noticed more gay dentists than gay doctors.
Well, this is what I've heard, that dentists in the medical field are the highest rate with suicide.
Suicide, yes, absolutely.
Just like the post office of the government.
Which is ridiculous because all they have to do is strap on that nitrous and they'll feel better for about 5 minutes.
My first dentist out in San Francisco, this was before, this is like 1980, and I had to go in there. And this is before they wore gloves. And he was a smoker. And I could taste the nicotine on his big fat fingers. And he put his hand on it. I go, I could taste the nicotine.
Oh, what do you mean before they wore gloves? They
didn't wear gloves.
Yes.
There was a time they didn't wear gloves, no.
They were wearing gloves?
They just put their hands in your mouth. That's it.
And when they were pulling a tooth or something, they'd get in the chair with you, put their arm on your.
First of all,
oh yes, because they would deaden you, but it would have a big root. It would have a huge root, right?
Now that's one of the great films of all time is W.C. Fields in The Dentist.
Yes.
And if you can ever pull that up on YouTube, it's absolutely hysterical and really totally sexual. It's insane. Isn't that right, Jay?
The legs are kicking.
Oh. God, you don't get that tooth here.
So,
hand me that 404 circular buzzsaw, will you? Dropping. Is that a 404 conical you can do? Hear those pennies fall.
He's the dentist.
And the woman's legs.
Didn't hurt, did it? I knew it wouldn't hurt you. There, give me that packing, please.
Oh, boy. Wonderful.
Any patients?
W.C. Fields. All right, that's good. W.C. Fields. Let's go to Greg of Virginia. Greg, are you in the truck game? Are you in the over-the-road truck game?
Yeah, Jay, I've talked to you several times before. I drive a truck over the road, and you were talking about that driver who pulled his tooth, and if he's ticketed. They can, the way the federal government sees us, we are paid professionals.
Right.
If we're drinking a Coke, or just drinking, taking a sip of
Could you
water,
not use a sponsor's name?
Oh, please.
Just say the word soda or
beverage.
Something, okay? Yeah. Because this Aaron Hernandez thing that I could besmirch the company's got me worried.
I don't mean the name. I live in Tennessee now, but I'm originally.
You mean the sparkling beverage? Some sort of, if you're drinking a sparkling beverage. All right.
Okay, if I'm drinking water out of a bottle, just taking a drink of water.
How about one of those palm things? What are those made of?
What about Poland Springs water?
Yeah,
no. Well, no, I don't drink bottled water.
So you're sucking out a bottle of Fiji water, and the truck went right off of the edge of the bridge. Okay, you know what, Greg? Greg, we're acting silly. Hold on. The federal government has made a provision if you pull a tooth in a truck. Please tell us that ordinance again.
No. If a truck driver does anything in a truck while he is behind the wheel driving down the road, and he is involved in an accident or anything like that, or if a state trooper sees him doing anything, we can get a reckless driving charge that can be upwards of $1,000.
Oh, my God! Man. That'll be the most expensive tooth that ever driver pulled. We'll be right back.
If you don't kill anybody.
Right. Well, man, oh man. Well, thank you very much, Greg. You're very serious about it. Were you ever like the head of the truck drivers group?
No, I was the driver that was going past your studio down in Louisiana on I-12 that day when I told you I had a truckload of cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
You had
20 million cigarettes, right?
A big truck pulled in there to say hello to me and Mike Church, and it caused a real problem, and I almost got in trouble. I was told never to give the exact address of where I am ever again.
And that's where you are right now?
Yeah, that's where I am.
And that's in Metairie, right? Is that in Metairie?
No, it's not.
It's in Metairie. Yeah.
Hey, thank you, Greg, very much. Thank you very much.
Speaking of truck accidents, I tried to send you this audio several times, but it never went through, and now the video's taken off the air. But there was a truck accident, and somebody had a dash cam, And you could see the entire
You could hear my show or something.
Your show was on.
Oh, that's the greatest.
I was sent it.
Railing in the background, and this guy.
Oh, the greatest.
But I don't know where the audio is now. But
I was sent that, and someone said you could get in trouble for this.
You could get in trouble?
No, you can't.
No, but they meant that whatever I was saying on the air was bad. That's what I thought they said.
Please.
Well,
and I listened to it and watched it, and it was really low, though, wasn't it? It was hard to hear.
But you could definitely tell that it was you, and it's just really funny.
So the guy gets at a crash, Kevin, and in the background you hear me going, "Oh, get rid of it! Shut the fuck up!"
My brother, a police officer in Scarsdale, New York, he's retired now. He goes to investigate an accident. A guy flies off the road, goes into the woods, crashes into a tree, covered in blood, right? He's still behind the wheel. My brother goes to investigate. What is the guy doing? He's singing, "I Don't Care." I don't care. I don't care. Bing, bing, boom. My brother's like, unbelievable.
I doubt if that happened.
No, that happened. That happened. Go on, my brother. There's a cop.
By the way, another liar.
Thank you.
On the Jay Thomas Show, whenever we do have anything, we've had cancer discussed here, OBGYN situations, proctology has been, it's not even called that. It's called,
I love proctology.
There's a new name for it. It's
ass play.
Whatever it is. We've had, let's go to Dr. Jill, dentist from Buffalo. Ooh. Dr. Jill, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. Good. How are you?
I've noticed that a lot of gays and women get into the dentist game.
That's very true.
Yeah, I feel that. Thank you.
True. Very true.
So, Dr. Jill, but not many lesbians.
No, I think it's just mostly the gay men that get into the profession.
I actually fell in love with a dentist in New Orleans.
A man or a woman?
A woman.
Okay,
and
all right.
What was great, I mean, she owned this building, and it was 2 stories, and she had bought the building.
Yeah.
No, and she had her office in the building, and then she had this beautiful home, and I've never dated movie stars, but I was the first time I ever went out with anybody that was just had it all going, right?
Did she have nice teeth?
Oh, beautiful teeth, she was fabulous.
Yeah.
And
I bet she didn't do much oral, did she?
It did not work out for us, but I wanted it to. Sadly, I was married at the time and was unable to continue the relationship. She got very angry. But that was otherwise I would have dated. You know what I used to think? This was many years ago.
Is she still in practice?
Yes, she is. I pass her place all the time. And that was from my second marriage. And I was getting divorced, but she didn't like even hearing it. But, she still got that building. Yeah. I've always wondered about that building. Yeah. What that might be worth. I go by and go, that'd be worth like millions today.
You should go by and have your teeth cleaned there.
I know. So, Jill, tell us about a pulling of a tooth in a truck.
Well, I think that the people like that truck driver are the reason that dentists want to kill themselves all the time, because they'll do something ridiculous like that, and then they'll call you on a Saturday night, have to get in right away because they only pulled half of their tooth out, maybe the payments and whatnot.
Are you saying that dentists commit suicide because they get emergency calls on the weekend?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that's it.
That is because somebody's like.
Well, wait a second. Why wouldn't emergency room doctors be jumping off of buildings and hanging themselves at an alarming rate?
I think it has to do with halitosis.
Oh yeah. Well, I think
I would think, Jill, I would kill myself if I realized that I had to scrape tartar off the back of a stinky tooth with one of those curved metal. What do you call that thing? That hook type of, what is it?
The tooth scaler.
A tooth scaler.
Yeah.
If I thought that my life would be tooth scaling most of the day, I would probably.
But your mouth is a playground for germs, so you really have to take care of, your hygiene in your mouth. Is that correct?
Oh, that's correct. Yeah.
Because you will stave off sickness if you take care of your hygiene in your mouth.
Dr. Jill, how often do you floss? Honestly.
No, hold on a second. Hold on. Add that to the question I'm going to ask Pistorius tomorrow. Okay, I'm sorry. It took you a while. It took you a while to get it, didn't it, Kevin?
Yeah.
That's funny. I'll say that's funny.
Yeah.
For those of you out there that are laughing or don't think it's funny, it was a personal joke for myself. Jill, I'm sorry. Go ahead. How many times do you floss a day, according to Christina? Very good question.
Thank you.
Christina. Go ahead.
I would say that I probably floss 3 times a week.
3 times.
Okay.
Okay.
What about taking a Metro card and sticking it in there if you got like a piece of kale stuck in your tooth? Can you do that?
How about this, Jill? Hey, Jill, is this if you don't have a credit card, you don't have a Match, you don't have
it's a Metro
floss.
card fits in there perfectly, not a credit card.
If you don't have one of those, I want you to listen, Jill. Is this okay to get food out of your teeth with? Listen. Is that good?
Yeah.
And then you get to taste your own breath is the other bad part of that. Because you're sucking a piece of rotten meat out of the back,
It's like leftovers. You're just having the leftovers.
Oh, that's the whole thing. When you're having that, when that meat rots in your mouth. This is why I don't eat meat anymore.
So here's my question to
meat would
Christina.
rot in your mouth.
Christina.
Yes.
Here's the question. You use your tongue and you get a piece of meat out of your back tooth, and it takes like a couple of minutes.
Right.
When it finally goes onto your, Christina only, when it finally goes onto your tongue, do you swallow it or spit it out?
Spit it.
You spit it?
You spit it.
You know what, Jill?
I'm a spitter. Anyway.
Sometimes I swallow and sometimes I spit. I think because, Kevin, I tasted a little bit and I go, I might want to have this flavor. Or like, ooh. Right. Jill, what do? Do you swallow or spit?
I'm definitely a spitter.
Right on, Dr. Jill.
She's swallowing it.
No, she's spitting it.
Oh, she's Oh, you're spitting.
Oh, you're a spitter? All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Jill, thank you very much. And have you ever contemplated suicide?
No.
Hold on 1 minute.
Wait.
Add that to the question for Pistorius tomorrow.
Do you ever
because
just
he was in a vegetative state. Could he? By the way, Kevin, you want to die and you can't.
You hold your breath.
Dr. Jill, do you ever just throw that mask on for a couple of seconds just to boost your day?
You got it sometimes. You got to.
See, why didn't I go?
Yes. Dr. Jill, thank you very much for being on the Jay Thomas Show.
Thank you, Dr. Jill.
Thank you very much.
Smarter.
Wow.
Wow. Unbelievable. Well, what a show we've got. What an incredible thing. I said, let's go to...
ding, ding, ding.
Let's go to Portland. I want to go around the horn on this one. Around the horn. Okay?
All right.
And it's a feeling you get. Is this around the horn?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I guess our old one was removed, and this is...
This is the new 21st century around the horn music.
No, this doesn't have the around the horn feel.
All right, let me look on Google.
You know, am I right about that? Around the horn is more up tempo. Oh, we'll use it today. Yeah. But all right, here we go. We're around the horn.
Around the horn.
Well, now you didn't. Don't turn it off.
It sounds more like. A divorce court or something.
Yeah.
Just
Judge Judy.
What?
Things are changing.
It's the same song, Christina. It's the same song.
I know.
Okay, we'll work on it later. Can I get back to the show, please?
Please do.
Here we go.
Well, it's
in Portland, Oregon, a woman admitted to pouring hot bacon grease on her boyfriend as he slept on the sofa. And she has been sentenced to 2 years in jail. Her name is Sherry Franklin, 30 years old. Oh. The police say she said she did it because it was, and it's a feeling that you get when you're dating. Let's go to Medina. It was, and she got hot bacon grease and poured it all over him.
It was thrilling? Is that what you're looking for?
It was thrilling to see him jump and leap because our relationship was so boring. A very good guess. Christina, she made bacon, got the grease really hot, and looked over at him asleep on the couch and said,
it's orgasmic.
It's orgasmic. Okay? All right, boy. Now it's a tough one here. They're to me, they're going almost to the positive. Yeah. This is a negative. You get that feeling when you're with somebody.
And bacon? Weird.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Poured hot burger. Why? Pump.
Lubrication?
You are all idiots. It was time for him to go, is what her reason.
It's time for you to go, and then she gives him the third-degree burns.
She gives him third-degree burns. Sounds like something Gwyneth Paltrow would do, though.
No, you know who did it? One of Al Green's...
She just dumped the whole jar of
one
fat
of Al
on
Green's,
him and be like, go.
One of Al Green's girlfriends poured hot grits on him while he was taking a tub bath.
Mm-hmm.
But this woman said it was time for him to go. You know how you're dating someone, or maybe even you're married, and you think in your head, it's time for her to go.
Did you read in the paper the other day where Gwyneth Paltrow steam cleans her vagina?
Yes, I did see that.
Why has she become such a nut? Her mother bites her.
She's putting a steam cleaner in her vagina.
It's just so
weird.
It's like what happened to her?
Ancient Chinese steam cleaning technique.
Wow.
So maybe that woman, that's what she was doing. She was pouring the hot grease on him to maybe clean his ball sack.
At Jay Thomas Show at Gmail, Jennifer says, did you realize that Liam Neeson has been told never to use the guns from the gun factory that he used them in Taken 3 because he gave an anti-gun rant? And the firearms company, Para USA, says they will never, ever allow him to use any of his guns again. Yeah. That's so he's against guns, and in the movie he kills how many people does he kill? What he should have said is it's okay to kill someone if they've kidnapped your daughter or your wife. But he didn't. Just talking about normal guns. Now, I did read that guns are being given to school teachers in Afghanistan and in parts of Pakistan.
Beautiful.
And now that I agree with. And they're showing them with the machine guns and the handguns getting ready. Now, Medina, this is your tribe.
My daughter's school, everybody in my daughter's school has a gun.
Well, anyway, but now that I would vote for that. It's like, come on, they need it, right?
Yeah.
But here's my question, Medina. As I looked at them, you know how when you get excited, can you imagine having a gun, and you're wearing that burqa? Don't you think the thing would slide down in your eyes and you couldn't see who you were shooting?
No.
You know? That cap, it's not a cap, it's like part of it, but it's close to the eyes. You know what I mean? You need full range.
Medina, have you ever worn a burqa?
Just for fun, I've tried one on.
Oh, really? Can you bring one in?
We'd love you to come in with one.
Bring one in.
Put it on.
And I'll wear it.
Oh, my God, stop.
Yeah.
And would that be a sin if I wore it?
Of course it would.
No,
of course it would.
I can make my
Absolutely.
Kevin, somebody would. I want to see with you, though, and Medina, you can verify this.
By the way, Christina, what are you doing? What is this? What is this? What is that going on?
It's the
What?
I don't know.
It's the what?
It's the first Bluetooth.
You need to either drink water or get some sort of a moisturizer for your tonsils.
Thank you.
Oh, my God.
It's the first...
You know what? What am I supposed to do?
What are you talking about?
They bitch and scream because you're saying I shouldn't have said it? It's because they bitch and scream. You coughed on the mic. You say all the time. I'm just trying to keep the show level, Kevin. That's all.
All right.
I really don't need a lot of comment when I'm in the middle of something that's about major professional broadcasting.
You're absolutely right. And I'm going to go to school for it.
It's distracting.
I'm going to Connecticut.
Do you need a drink, Jay? Maybe.
No. Can we get back to the discussion? What was the discussion? You've interrupted Medina, and now you've messed me up with this coughing.
Forget
Do you
it.
think the burqa would ever slide over your eyes? Let's go all the way back. Will you bring the burqa in so that we can all wear one?
Sure, if I could find one. But Christina didn't interrupt me. She was about to tell a story.
Hey, you know what? I don't need you taking up for her. Hello? You know what? Kevin went in the right
strong
direction.
here. Okay, we're in New York. We're strong.
Yeah.
We can shut you down in a minute.
You weren't brought in. You know what I'm going to need to do? Let's take a break. We're about to go away anyway. Let's see if for the next 3 or 4 minutes we can just get this thing back on, on keel.
You're right.
Jay Thomas.
The Jay Thomas Show.
It's the afternoon show.
That could be funny, too.
That was a good one. Say it twice. It'll be fun here.
The Jay Thomas Show.
Indy.
Sirius XM. Indy.
plastic bag, drifting through the wind, wanting to
From the Super Bowl last night, Katy Perry. I mean, she's from Central California. I think
Central America, isn't she?
Something. And her mother has disowned her or something because they're big religious fanatics here in
terrible.
Central California. Yeah, some big,
These are like evangelicals.
Katy Perry.
Right. At Jay Thomas Show at Gmail. Jay, you talk about being a comedian, but I've never heard you tell a joke. You say things and people laugh at them, but you're not exactly a joke teller. So what sort of jokes
I think
would
the
you
only
tell?
joke teller out there today is Jackie Martling.
Mm-hmm.
And
I would go, here's what I would do. This is something I would do. I go, so this guy I know and his wife, they went to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And the doctor, took the husband in first, and the husband says, look, I'm embarrassed. I'm having trouble getting an erection, and my wife has come with me. She's getting frustrated, and
oh dear.
So the doctor gives him an exam, does the whole thing, and says, well, all right, let me see your wife. So the doctor took her into another cubicle and told her to take all of her clothes off.
Oh.
And then he told her to turn around very, very slowly. And she did it, turned very slowly. And then he said, come back around the other direction. You can get dressed now, and I'd like to talk to your husband. So he brings the husband back into the office, and he says, listen, you can relax. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. I couldn't get an erection either. I would tell jokes like that. And I thought they were hysterically funny.
What happened to me is, like, if you would start telling that joke, this is when I was younger, people go, yeah, this guy went to a doctor, and I would break in, what kind of a doctor was it? And then the person would just shut up! Trying to tell a joke. Well, I want to know what kind of doctor it is, and why did you go in there? I'd never seen a man and woman going to a doctor together and then just ruin the whole entire joke for the person.
Well, that's what Jay does, except he laughs during the setup of each joke.
You know what? I don't think we need a lot of that's what Jay does, negativity.
That's not negative.
Boo-hoo, Alaska. I promise, Boo-hoo, Alaska. Most state residents received their $1,884 checks, this year's share of their oil wealth. Many people, I don't know if you and Medina know it, did you know that for, I don't know how many, 40, 50 years, you get a check if you live in Alaska?
I knew that.
Some have been over $2,000.
Even if you move there now, just say if I move there to
and
Alaska
once you become a citizen, it's yours.
A resident of Alaska, you get
a resident.
Yeah.
The payout from the Alaska Permanent Fund is more than double the $900 dividends distributed.
I'm moving
but short of the record of over $2,000.
Yeah, because gas is down
every year.
Yeah.
What is that from the oil spill or the oil that's coming out? Man,
from the pipeline.
How much do they get?
$1,800.
$2,000. Everybody, man, woman, and child.
Yeah.
Everybody. Huh?
Wow, I'd like that.
Yeah, I think they're like a big Republican state, aren't they?
Sarah Palin, yeah.
Sarah Palin and all that.
See Russia from
Hey, what kind of welfare is that? Hey, what sort of welfare is that? Do the rich get that too? What's that kind of like Republican welfare, that the oil and all that? Stop it. Stop that. We don't care if you... Why don't you do like the rest of the states? You don't get anything.
Does Hawaii get, shares from selling pineapples and bananas?
Coconut milk for going for...
The Jay Thomas Show. 4 idiots by idiots. Non-stop idiot action. The Jay Thomas Show. He's the afternoon guy.
On Indy.
Sirius XM.
Indy.
You're up.
In a few minutes, we'll be having our first guest that's heading toward the big Valentine's Day holiday when everyone feels Hispaniola. Please don't give away the whole bit before they come on. But this guy, Tim Wu, is the vice president of development and philanthropy out at the San Francisco Zoo. He hasn't called yet, but he will. And Kevin, during the interview, I have a surprise for you during the interview.
Oh.
So I just want you to...
My mother's doctor is Dr. F.U.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, no, don't be aware that I've warned you, and you'll only hear the surprise during the interview.
Will he know that it's a surprise, this Dr. Wu?
No. He has no idea who we are.
Never heard of us. What does he do now, Dr.? Is it Wu?
He is the vice president of the
Development and Philanthropy.
Yeah, at the zoo.
That's hard for me to say.
Tim, it's Jay Thomas. How are you?
Hey there. Tim Wu here. I'm with Patrick Schlemmer, my curator of the Insect Zoo here in San Francisco.
Oh, and you're on a speakerphone.
Yeah.
Yes. Is that okay?
We'll listen to it. Yeah. I don't know. Is it okay? Is it okay?
It's fine.
So Tim and then Dr. Insect, we've been reading about this, and so this year, as part of Valentine's Day, Tim or Doctor, tell us what you have planned for people who might be a little heartbroken for the holiday.
Well, this is Tim, and for people a little heartbroken, we've got a wonderful hissing cockroach that will make that heartbreak go away.
Ooh.
We've also got a scorpion if your ex is more of a stinger than a hisser.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got both here.
You're allowing us to, Doctor, you're allowing us to send these to people through the mail so that when they open it, the thing will hiss or actually come on and bite them and poison them to death? Doctor?
No, not quite that, but they do get a cute little plastic reproduction, but the actual insects, the arachnids, will stay living here at the zoo with us.
Does it have, is it voice activated where you can hear the hiss? Because that's very important.
No. We're happy to send a recording, or they can call us. We can hiss for them. Do you know how they hiss? Here's a fun fact.
Can we hear it? Can we hear a hissing cockroach?
No. Wait a second. How do they hiss, please?
Patrick will explain it to you.
Well, they're actually the only insect that is known to do this in quite this way, but they have air spiracles along the side of their body that they normally breathe through. Mm-hmm. And so when they hiss, they simply force that air out rather violently. And it's quite a loud sound. Unfortunately, we don't have any here to perform for you, but you can definitely hear it for quite some distance.
Wow.
Christina, I think online, what sort of roach is it? What is it called? Hissing roach?
Yeah. Now, Jay, you should be very familiar with cockroaches down in New Orleans because they are some of the biggest cockroaches I've ever seen.
Hold on a minute. What's the name of this one so we can hear the hiss? What's the name of it?
It's the Madagascar hissing cockroach.
Christina, please try and find the Madagascar hissing cockroach.
I'm doing it right now.
All right.
Here's the part that I love, guys, that Patrick just told me that the cockroach hisses when it senses danger, and it hisses for a mating call, and you can't really tell the difference. That's sort of like people, too, right?
Yes. It's a mating call, and it's danger. Was that the hissing that I was hearing? What was that?
I was doing it the whole time. You were screaming at me.
Were they mating? Is that, can anybody mate with those?
He goes, I thought that was Kevin.
Wow. So Tim, here's the thing, and Doctor, the scorpion, are they not kind of poisonous, the scorpions?
They are indeed. Patrick will tell you all about how poisonous they are.
Yeah, what sort of poison, like in the James Bond movies and whenever there's a movie, that's in the Middle East or whatever, there's always a scorpion falling on someone in one of those beds, that has the covering, the mosquito covering. Yeah. What kind of scorpion is that?
Well, there's a couple different ones that are actually quite deadly. There's one called the Death Stalker scorpion that would kill you pretty quick if you got stung by it, and it is from the Middle East.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So let's say I send my ex-wife or girlfriend or ex-boyfriend or whatever.
Or your mother-in-law.
We don't know what anybody's sex is around here or whatever. We always have to be politically incorrect. It gets a little boring after a while. But anyway, your lesbian lover who you married in Massachusetts and you break up. You send her a scorpion, and when you read about the little scorpion, it's the Death Stalker. And so it's kind of funny in one way, but at the same time, you're really saying, I wish a real one was in here and it would jump out and bite you and you'd die. That's the sentiment I would like to send out.
That's fun.
Yeah,
that's fun. Actually, it's funny you guys raised that, because here's the part that surprised us. We thought, it'd be a little bit of way to raise information. This is the biggest insect zoo west of Mississippi, so we thought this would be a fun way to get some information on our insect zoo. We've had hundreds of adopts, and most of the people are doing this for people who are the real Valentines. They're like, my boyfriend's nickname is Roach. He loves roaches. I know that's sort of weird. Or I want a scorpion for myself. I'm a Scorpio. People.
Yeah. So a lot of, Christina was saying a lot of, we lost them.
They'll have to call us back.
That was weird.
By the way, that was my nickname in elementary school.
Roach?
Because I was little and fast. This crossing guard started calling me Roach.
What a horrible person. The crossing guard called you Roach?
But it was a kid. It was a kid crossing guard.
Oh.
So let's say I was 8 or 9 and maybe he was 13 or 14 from the middle school or whatever.
Yeah.
And he called me Roach because I was small and I ran really fast across the street because I was always nervous.
Yeah.
Even though there was a crossing guard, I was always nervous a car could strike me.
Mm-hmm. Be very careful.
So I always have I been careful. So that's it.
Yeah, even
what
today.
happened to Tim but listen.
I bet Scorpio probably killed them.
So he basically, it was like, you're right, Christina, not only was it a stoner, but it was kind of a, she's like a dominatrix.
They sounded very gay, by the way.
Really?
Yep.
No, stop it.
Let's not go into it, okay?
We don't know.
You know what?
I'm just saying, they did.
See, luckily you are of that persuasion because that was so politically incorrect. Hey, we're back with Tim Wu and Dr. Insect from the San Francisco Zoo, and they've recommended that for Valentine's. What do you go online?
I have to come out there to San Francisco. I do. I've got to come out there.
You know what? Let me tell you something. When we lost contact with you, Kevin Meaney said the most unusual thing. He said, as he listened to you, he wanted at least one of you to cover him with insects and let them bite him. That's what he said. It made him think about.
Well,
who'd like to take that one?
I can
Who'd like to
feel
take
their
that one?
uncomfortableness from here.
Hey, Tim, you sound a little uncomfortable with that one, but it started turning him on, all this. And as you were hanging up, Dr. Insect, you said you're amazed that it's mostly people that actually love each other or like the person that are sending these what do you call them?
See, that turns me on. The hissing roach turns me on.
Scorpionogram. What are you calling them, Dr. Insect?
Well, arthropods would cover all of them. So there are arachnids and there are insects. There are two different classes of arthropods.
Right.
Arthropods. It sounds like a shoe.
No, I mean, what are you calling the Valentine? Is that a little catchy thing for the Valentine?
We're just calling them adopt an insect. It's part of our adopted animal program. We have it all year round. But this is just taken off. And we have...
What about the gays? Do the gays love it? You send one to your partner, like a little hissing cockroach.
Why wouldn't a gay person like it just like a regular person?
Well, I'm just asking. It's a kind of a fun
I didn't mean to say regular person, Tim and Dr.
Yeah, how dare you say that?
I didn't mean that. Not as if gays and other minorities are not as much as I am. I'm sorry, but sometimes I say that by accident because I actually probably really mean it, and it's in my subconscious. It somehow sneaks out.
God.
So let me apologize.
Boy, you're really talking a lot.
Well, it happens sometimes. It just sneaks out. Yeah.
Well, as someone who can speak for the gays, I would send one to my ex.
Thank you.
Probably not a bad idea.
I think I agree.
Kevin's gaydar was up and working.
I wanted.
And now he's attracted to you.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Cockroaches all
now listen, you were talking about do you go online or do you call? I mean, how do you, like right now, we got people all over the country. Could they start ordering these things online? Tell us how to get them.
Absolutely. You go onto www.sfzoo.org, and there's an Adopt Animal program. And since you've got worldwide audience, I have a challenge for you guys.
Do you have to still say www?
Yes,
www.sfzoo.org. And here's my challenge.
Now, don't make it too much of a challenge because we never really talk to our guests again or have any backup with them afterward.
That's good. We have gotten adopts from every continent in the world except Antarctica. And Antarctica is the only continent that doesn't have...
Well, hold on a minute. We have a guy up there. We have a guy called Arctic Pete that listens all the time. But he does this weird thing. He beats baby seals to death with a club, so we don't like him. And you don't want that kind of... Well, there's a lot of those up there. You don't want that kind of person, do you?
There's like a viral bug down there in Antarctica, I think. And you ever see that show?
That's Antarctica.
Helix,
Antarctica.
Yeah. There's like a virus bug there going down there.
We don't want him doing it. Hey, Arctic Pete, everybody but you. Okay, go ahead, Tim. Make your announcement.
No, that was it. We want to get adopts from all over the world, and this is a great way to support.
Well, how many millions of people are listening, Jay, to this program worldwide?
Well, they say 4 million, something like that.
No, I thought that was 60 million.
No. Come on. That's the downloads. But Tim, thank you very much. I want to do the regular broadcast.
Right, yeah, that's the download.
Tim, thanks a lot. Dr. Insect, thank you too. And go to
sf.org.
sfzoo and .com .org and donate and everything else. Well, have you ever hated anybody so much, Tim, that you would like to send them a scorpion that really jumped out and really bit them and they died?
I can actually say no, and my nose is even going longer when I say that.
Really? Okay. All right. Now, Dr. Insect, you're pretty quiet, but I bet deep down inside you're a roiling man of passion. You ever wanted to send something you knew that would just pop out, bite them, and probably...
That sounds really sexual, Jay. It just pops out.
You would never be...
You.
No. You would never be suspected, and it would almost be the perfect death with some little beetle that you knew that was deadly poison. Did you ever think of, in a dream, ever wanting to do that, Dr. Insect?
Yeah, I think we all have somebody in our past that's
yeah, there we go.
You're the one I'd make love to. Okay? You and I are on the same page, baby cakes. All right, thank you, man. San Francisco Zoo adopted, get a hissing Madagascar roach or this scorpion for Valentine's Day. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye, boys.
All right. There you go.
See?
Yeah, with the downloads at 60 million.
They were very nice.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't give Kevin his gift.
Oh, what is that?
Do you want Tim back?
Right away.
Yes. Okay.
Here's Kevin's gift.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Tim.
I'm back.
Oh, thank God.
One of the things that you said that Robin Williams was a big supporter of the zoo.
Yes,
right, Tim?
A wonderful supporter.
Yeah. And you and Patrick, is it Schlemmer? Is that his last name? Schlemmer?
That's correct.
Schlemmer? You got to change it to Dr. Insect. That's a better name.
I think I will.
What is it that you have of robins at the zoo?
I know exactly what they have of robins.
What do they have?
They have, I forget the name of the bird. It's a bird. Misha. Right, Misha.
It's a macaw.
Yeah, Misha has attacked me, okay, and it's attacked a number of people that I know. How is Misha doing?
I did this for Kevin because Kevin knew Robin Williams and this.
And I knew Misha. I knew Misha very well.
And is Misha giving you trouble at the zoo?
Actually, Misha's great. We are building a multi-million-dollar South American tropical aviary right now, and Misha's going to be one of our star exhibits.
Well, Misha's probably much happier in a zoo than she was in a cage. You know,
yep,
so
she's going to be free-flighted. So yeah.
Good.
Do you ever name animals after a departed actor or something? Would you ever name an animal Robin Williams or something like that?
Or Jay Thomas?
Or Jay Thomas, sure.
Or Kevin Meany.
We actually, every year at our Zoo Fest Gala, we have some animals that come up for naming. So yes, we have named animals before.
Now, Misha, you know what Misha did to a friend of mine? Grabbed onto my friend Dan's ear, right, with the mouth, the claw, what is that, the beak, and would not let go, and Dan was screaming so loud. Dan threw Misha across the kitchen and knocked her out, and then...
All right, hold on a second. Excuse me a second. Yeah. Dr. Insect, I guess you're hearing about some domestic violence that Misha has been through, and I think you may have to deal with this as time goes on.
No,
this is pretty horrific. This is a horrific story. This is a horrific story. Dr. Insect Schlemmer, what are you, really, this is a terrible story. Are you going to look at Misha a little differently now when you go into the macaw?
Misha, they know Misha has got a crazy personality.
You know what, Kevin? You've just brought up that a defenseless animal was thrown against the wall quietly.
Are you crazy? That bird
and thrown against a wall. I don't think this is a platform for that, but hold on a second. Doctor, what the hell do you think of that?
Yeah, that's a somewhat disturbing story, I must say.
Thank you. You're damn right. Are you kidding? My mouth was open.
Oh, please.
Name a grouper after me. That's you know how a grouper has its
earlobe.
mouth open like a fish has a mouth open. That's our Jay Thomas grouper because during an interview, this Kevin Meaney said that Misha, the beloved, macaw of Robin Williams, was somehow abused. Doctor,
the bird attacked my friend. And then he had to get the bird off his earlobe.
Hey, by
That's
the way,
what happened.
can I tell you something, Tim and Doctor? Tim doesn't have full custody of his daughter, okay? Does that let you know something, okay?
What?
I think, yeah. You don't have full custody.
Who doesn't have me?
At all. Yeah, because I think people have heard these stories and thought, well, what would he do if his daughter ever bit at him or something?
Well, I would throw her across the room if she bit me on the earlobe.
There you go.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's change the subject, please. Tim and Dr. Inside the San Francisco Zoo. What sort of animal is named the
Misha
Robin
was in
Williams?
quarantine for a long time, too. Okay, the public did not see Misha for a while. Is that correct?
You know what?
All animals go into quarantine, yes. Misha
what is Robin Williams' animal? God rest his soul. What's his animal?
A macaw.
No. That you've named Robin Williams.
It's a howler monkey.
A howler monkey.
Oh, my God. What's the monkey's name?
Robin Williams.
Robin, yeah.
It's a howler monkey. That's great. Do you have one name for anybody else that would be fun to hear? Rhinoceros?
Herb Cain. That's another.
The Herb Cain.
The Herb Cain.
We got. You're asking how many animals they've named after other folks?
Yeah.
Just give me some movie stars that have names and what the animal might be.
Well, we've got more sports stars. We have Boone, our rhino, named after Alex Boone from the 49ers.
Okay. He got a rhino name. Now, is he like a big, huge, powerful person? I guess he must be.
He is.
Yeah. Yeah, because that would insult people. If that was the Rosie O'Donnell, she wouldn't like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
Well, she's lost a lot of weight now, so she doesn't look like a rhino.
You try and pick an animal that looks like the person? What are those monkeys, Dr. Insect?
Reese's.
They're little fuzzy monkeys with the big giant eyes, but they're little. They live in a tree. What are those
That's
called?
a thyroid condition.
What is that?
There's quite a few. Actually, my wife is a primatologist. Most of the nocturnal primates have very large eyes.
What sort of animal does she dress up for at Halloween? What does she like to wear? Has she ever come out and said, "Look, I'm Ted from the movies"? You know that teddy bear?
Yeah.
I thought that
was a commercial yesterday on Super Bowl.
I'm getting a signal from the vice president of programming that this interview should have ended about 10 minutes ago. So Tim Wu and Dr. Insect Schlimmer from the San Francisco Zoo. Thank you very much. I know we're going. Thank you very much. I got someone I got to chat with, and we'll be back on the Jay Thomas Show. Stay where you are.
Ding, zoom, zoom, zoom.
Jay Thomas.
It's the Jay Thomas Show.
Afternoons. The Jay Thomas Show.
It's the show that the average listener would do if they could do their own radio show.
Sirius XM Indy.
You're up.
Just a few moments ago, we continued off the air the discussion of Robin Williams' beloved macaw named Misha. And Kevin just doesn't see how that was a shocking revelation about a bird that's being given apparently a multi-million-dollar cage to live in. And I obviously
turn everything upside down.
As a doctor
you have
at a friggin' zoo, I would be examining that bird for mental, cracked skull, everything. That was a crazy story to tell a person.
I would like to see. I'd like to see.
Excuse me 1 second. Christina's already said she was shocked. Medina, was she listening? Medina, when he said that they took the bird and threw it against the wall, wasn't that horrifying?
Well, no, because if you're in the position where you're getting attacked by the bird, you kind of want to
defend
be like,
yourself.
Defend
yourself. Yes.
And if it just so happens to go by a wall, because if the wall wasn't there, then it just would have kept going into the grass.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to a couple that has adopted Kate Meaney, little Kate Meaney. And, I knew her dad before he passed away.
Oh, God!
Watch this. I'm so happy. But no, I'm a friend. I'm so happy you've adopted Kate. How's that working out? She goes, well, Kate's adjusting. I go, you know what I remember? She bit her dad's friend in the ear once.
She never bit
and
anybody.
The guy took her and threw her against the wall. Yes, it's like you're abusing a defenseless animal or child.
That's not defenseless. That bird is attacking. Okay, if you're walking down the street, and like a crow, comes up.
I don't think I throw it against and kill it.
And gets on you and starts nibbling at your ear.
This was Robin's beloved bird that you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not going into this anymore because, and no matter what I say, you turn it
I know what you said.
Yeah,
you know what you said off here? And you said, don't tell anyone. He hated the bird.
He did.
Wow. I almost want him back. I'm sorry. I would do anything to tell these two Jolly Rogers.
Let me tell you, because the friends of mine were taking care of the bird, and when he came back from a movie shoot, he never asked for the bird back, and that bird lived there for like 15 years. Now, another thing, here's another story about a bird. My grandfather had a bird named Mickey, okay? And
Mickey
the bird. And Mickey used to say, I want to talk on the telephone, right? And could talk up a storm. And this bird would still be alive today. My grandfather got drunk, fell down a flight of stairs, and landed on the cage and killed Mickey. Okay? Killed the bird. And right after that, my grandfather never drank again. He was 83.
Wow.
Yeah. I stopped like that. Stopped.
Your drunken grandfather killed a talking
fell on Mickey and killed Mickey the bird.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy.
That's another.
That was weird to tell somebody that their beloved whatever was beaten by a comic.
Oh my God, yeah. No, I think that the comparison between the animal and the human really hit home for Kevin. I think now he gets it.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Oh, do you have?
No.
Do you have Jay Thomas? Oh, when Jay Thomas died, did you get his cat? Yeah. One time that cat bit him and he threw the cat against the wall. Do you know that? You don't do that. You don't say that.
Okay.
You remove the cat from your ear. You remove the bird from your ear.
What about if you're being attacked by a dog? What do you do to that dog? You just say, "Oh, you nice little pup." You get rid of it. Yeah.
I may knock it against the wall, but I'm not going to announce it to the next group that owns it. That's what I'm going to... There's something wrong with that bird. That bird has been abused, and it's nuts, and it's dangerous. They've got probably people visiting that friggin' bird. I guarantee you.
the bird.
You're going to read that bird is put into some sort of solitary soon.
That bird wasn't solitary.
Well, it's going to be again.
Yeah.
Let's go to John, who's in California. Yes, John, you're on the Jay Thomas Show.
Oh, here we
John,
go.
you ever taken a macaw, bit your ear, took it and smashed its head against the wall?
No, Jay, no birds.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Go ahead. What can we do for you?
Yeah, Jay, I took your advice on the prop bet on the over on the national anthem.
Sure.
And my line was 2 minutes, 2.5 seconds. Now, I timed it with a stopwatch. And it was between 3 and 4. 2 minutes.
She just kept going. She just kept going.
Yes, but the interesting thing was it got so much action in Vegas that Vegas pushed the line to 2 minutes, 5 seconds. There was so much action on the over. I'm wondering, because I took your advice, and that's the only bet I made.
It's because this is your big chance, and there were people that went under.
People bet on this thing? They bet on how long it
was? Millions of dollars.
What is wrong with
me? Do you know what they bet on? They bet on whether Belichick would smile during the game.
I'm going to bet to see if Misha will attack again. I'm saying she will.
They bet whether Bill Belichick started the game with his sleeves pushed up or his sleeves all the way down to his wrists.
Really?
They did all of it. There are hundreds of them, and they have literal lines attached to them. Like you bet 100 to win 175. You bet 175 to win 100 or whatever. Yeah, that was you know what? I've won a ton of money on that bet over the years. A ton.
Did you bet
kind of weird.
Jay, on that bet?
I did. I took the prop bet, and it's one of the few that my book. It was like 225 or something like that. It was
exactly
kind of high.
what I got.
Yeah, 225.
And
she just kept singing it, and I'm yelling. I'm going, "Sing it, you bitch!"
I'm yelling.
Go ahead, sing it. Keep singing. Yeah.
But those planes was so good. I loved the planes coming over because it slowed her up. I noticed that.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, the place I went, yes, because I'm watching.
Was that during the Rockets' red glare?
And it's going, I said, she's never going to do it. She's going to finish this fucking song. But there the planes came, she slowed it up, and you were right, that when she hit those last notes, boy, she dragged those out.
So I'm watching the game, and I have under 53.
Okay.
And they're on the 1 foot line. And when he intercepted that ball, it took me a moment to realize that I had them +5 and under 53. I went crazy. It turned millions and millions of dollars in the other direction.
How do you go about collecting the money?
I'm really not at liberty to say how I get.
What do you mean you're not at liberty to say?
I go
We're
somewhere.
not at liberty, Kevin.
Do you go down to like
John and I are not at liberty. No, you go somewhere and an amount of money is given to you in
like
whatever
a basement
manner
or something, or
no, you go and meet somebody somewhere, in a restaurant or whatever. John, where do you meet your bookers?
I went on overseas.
Oh, you go overseas?
Yeah.
You go overseas?
Yeah. Well, those are the great sites because you can either find a Cambodian wife and you can also bet sports.
Are you on the Silk Road? You bet on the Silk Road? Yeah, nobody knows.
No, the Silk Road was for heroin.
And for gambling
cocaine,
and prostitution. Everything bad.
Hey, John, thank you very much. I appreciate
Thanks so much, Jay, for the tip.
All right. Thank you.
He sounds like he's in the mob.
Idiot. I'm trying not to. Look, no. Saying something about those two guys being gay, you're not supposed to do that.
They were off the air.
No, they weren't. We said it on the air. And then saying he sounds like a mobster. You see, you're not supposed to do that. Right or wrong. That's the new world we live in. You're not supposed, all the same. You don't say a word. Yeah. Kris Jenner wants to become a woman. Congratulations.
Yes,
have a good time.
Absolutely. Congratulations. I'm so proud of him. I really am. He's very beautiful. I actually might be.
I'm acting like this, but this is the most difficult thing I do in the day is keeping all of this like wonderful and fantastic, all the bigotry that I've had, all of the put downs. It's just not as much fun. But I know I have to live like this. I know it is.
Gay.
I have to accept.
Jay sounds gay today.
Accept everyone. Let's go to Sean in Massachusetts.
Oh,
yes,
boy.
Sean, go ahead.
Okay, now.
Right off the bat, I think he was an asshole, but I'm not going to say it.
Hey, Kevin.
I want to be completely politically
gay
correct.
Now. I like it, yeah.
Oh, gay now.
Gay now.
See? I have to act like he's a normal person.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sean. What can we do for it?
Jay, you were talking about was it a 3-year-old that shot his mother and his parents?
Yes. Shot the father in the ass, and then they went through the father's ass.
It was kind of like that JFK bullet, It kind of kept going, the magic bullet.
Right. It went through his ass and her shoulder.
Yeah. Then into John Conley's back.
Okay, what does it say to us? Go ahead.
She was going down on him. The kid was on the bed behind the father.
Hold on a second. You know what? I was gonna get rid of this guy, Christina. Next thing you know, he turns into a genius, like a detective.
Wow.
You know what I was thinking? What happened to that bullet? And now you've explained it. She's got her shoulder down there. She's sucking him off. She gets the thing. The kid shoots him through the ass. The bullet goes right through the ass, and right about where her shoulder would be when she was doing and spitting on it.
Let me kind of recreate that. My ass is up. And
shoulder.
My boyfriend is blowing me.
Yeah, well, God.
You know what? He's sitting on the edge of the bed. The kid's behind him.
Why would the kid be in the room if you're...
Because they're redneck idiots, that's why.
Maybe a baby, but not like one that can shoot a gun. You don't have...
A 3-year-old. The kid's a 3-year-old.
You stop all that activity.
I've seen
with the
people...
3-year-old.
I saw I've seen couples have anal in front of 3-year-olds. Actually seen that. On vacation.
I just threw up. I just spit out of my mouth.
No.
Oh, my God.
I was...
you say that again? I've seen.
Well, I tell you what. I was in Panama City, Florida, and we had rented some little motel room or something, and I would peek through the windows at night.
Oh, my God.
The sun would go down. I'm still awake. I would go out, and they're in a motel. It was like summertime. And I saw a little baby one time, and the parents were having a sex that I didn't recognize. Saw anal sex. And the child was in the room with them, yes, but he didn't know what was going on, the kid. I didn't either, actually.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, Sean.
Yeah. Never tell that.
Very good theory.
That
was a very good theory. Very good theory.
Now.
All right, just goodbye.
He loves
See you later.
I don't know what's worse.
By the way, Dave says there is a new TV show.
Yes.
A rags to riches comedy series starring Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara, who I don't know Eugene.
Yeah.
I know.
Eugene Levy's
Schitt's
great.
Creek.
Yeah.
SCHITT $ Creek.
Right.
It's on the Pop TV. What is Pop TV? What is that?
Who knows?
I think it used to be TV Guide channel.
Yeah, there's so many different channels now. There's Netflix. There's all these
Pop
different
TV
ways to access programs through streaming, and it's amazing. It's just amazing the way
we need to try and get Catherine O'Hara or Eugene Levy on here from. I love it. The title's so stupid. It either has to be the worst show you've ever seen, or it's really funny. It's not.
Well, those two are so funny.
Schitt's Creek.
First of all, Eugene Levy is, the best. And Catherine
I'm sure
O'Hara,
if he hadn't been alive, I might have had more of a career.
Yeah, you're kind of like a Eugene Levy type,
Sort of.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
No, doesn't bother me.
Not at all.
Doesn't bother me in the least. Ryan Van Puymbrook, Puymberouck,
Ryan Van Puymbrook,
and Tyler Hale. Van Puymbrook is 20, and Hale is 24. They live in Salon Springs, Wisconsin.
Nice.
And they would drive their truck out onto the ice after people had gone home, and they would go into the shacks, the ice shacks, where people were ice fishing. They would steal televisions, liquor, and an auger. You know what an auger does?
I don't know what an auger does. Is it kind of, I guess an auger would be to...
the clue to what an auger is.
I know what it is. Gets through the ice.
The clue was going to be Kevin's ass the first time he did.
Not every gay guy likes,
ice.
to get, it's,
yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They make you, at a club you go to the Motherlode, and they break you in over there in West Hollywood. An auger, because I went there by accident, thought it was, I'd won a raffle, went there by accident one night when it was break in the new ass night. They use an auger to cut holes through the ice and other items. So they're up there in the upper St. Croix Lake, and they've got a 2014, they were using a Ford Focus owned by Hale's girlfriend. And they're driving around.
A Ford Focus?
And they're a Ford Focus. And all of a sudden, the cops were able to catch them because it was a telltale. Christina, let's go around the horn on this one. This is a hard one. They made it very obvious what they were up to. What do you think happened, Medina, that caused the police to go, well, in this Ford Focus? And it was something, that made it very obvious to the police. What do you think it was?
A blowjob.
They were getting a blowjob when the police pulled up.
Yeah.
All right.
In the process of.
Sure. And one of them poked an auger through the other one's ass, and it went to the guy's shoulder, just like that gunfire. Christina, what do you think? What do you think caused the police to go, wait a minute, they're up to something? What is it? They picked the wrong night, by the way. They picked the wrong night. There was no one fishing that night. They picked the wrong night. So what do you think it was?
That's a good clue.
Skinny
Ford
dipping?
Focus. They went skinny dipping, and it was sub-zero weather. Oh, I got you. I don't know what that was. But, Kevin, what is it?
I would say it was a warm night, and the cops said nobody should be out there on the ice when it's that warm out.
Because the car went through the ice.
It was a warm night, though.
they were warmer than it should have been.
Yes.
So Ryan Van Pembroke, 20, and Tyler Hale, they break through the ice in the girlfriend's Ford Focus.
Yeah.
And they had to call for help.
Yeah.
And fishermen called the police and said no one who should have been out here was on the ice.
Right.
And when they pulled the car up from 6 feet of water, they saw all of the stolen goods inside. I love stories like that. I love when God plans your demise for you. You know, I hate thieves more than anything in the world. I absolutely do. In an elementary school in Gustine, Texas, someone kept taking a dump on the gym floor.
There was a guy in my gym that used to take a dump in the steam room all the time.
And the teachers
Not
and
while
the
I was
coaches.
there. These are old stories. Yeah.
The teachers and the coaches and the security guards just got tired of coming in.
They set up cameras,
in the afternoon. It would go in different times of the day, and there would be a little deposit of human feces on the Gustine Elementary School floor.
Oh, God.
So on Monday, last Monday, officials of the Gustine Elementary School rounded up 24 students, divided them by gender.
What?
And then, through word and deed, what do you think they did to try and find out who the culprit might be?
Who's making poopy in here?
They asked who's making poopy. They had them pull down their pants.
No.
So that the educators could see if there was any telltale fecal stains.
What?
Or any dingleberries left behind.
I hope those teachers got arrested and put in jail.
When this
you think it's a good idea?
Well, I mean, to find out. When this happened in college.
You think it's a good idea?
Well,
it's not a good idea.
That's worse than the macaw, okay? That's worse than throwing a fucking macaw.
It's clever. It's a clever way of finding it out, because when we were in college, there was a ghost shitter in our dorm, and we set up like a whole video camera. It was very obvious because it was still like the early 2000s.
Well,
the technology.
Eliza Medina, who's 11, said that she has been terribly affected by the poop inspection. She felt uncomfortable.
Of course.
She didn't want to do it. And I felt like they violated my privacy.
Of course they did.
Her mother, Marina Medina, said that now she understands how frustrating fecal feces can be on the floor. But it isn't any excuse to have her daughter pull her pants down. I was furious. I mean, I am furious. If you can't do your job and you don't know what you're doing, you need to be fired. Well, now the superintendent, Kim Ball, he's in on it.
Kim Balls?
And people want, they might be taking them to court.
Oh, of course. I hope they do.
Inspections.
Yeah.
And some of the kids have been so affected, Christina and Medina, that they have been unable to go to the bathroom for 7 days.
Now, I know a comedian who used to, we used to work together, and we would walk outside a club. He'd pull down his pants, and he'd grunt, and he'd shit right out in front of the club.
Oh.
And then he would also, we'd be going on a gig, and he'd stick his ass out the window, and he'd shit out the moving car window.
See,
and then we got on an elevator once, and we're going to my brother's apartment. He shit on the elevator.
You remember Shecky Green? That's Shitsy Green.
And so then the next morning in the elevator it says, "Please clean up after your dog."
Oh.
And that was human.
You know, more times than not, I walk down the street and I wonder to myself, I wonder if that's human feces.
Wait a second. Why would you travel with someone or even be in their company?
I don't talk to him anymore. First of all,
I'm sure you don't, but he shit all over you.
First of all,
why would you stick around after the first shit?
It was so funny. I was like, what is wrong with you? We'd do a set together and play it against Sam's up in Boston, in Brookline. And then he'd come out and he goes, I'm going to shit right in front of this club. I go, what are you doing? And he pulled down his pants and he grunted. He go, ah! And then it would be and I go, what's wrong with you?
There's no cleaning up afterwards.
No, and I'd laugh so hard. I go, you're like insane. And then it became this thing where he kept going. He couldn't stop doing it.
Oh, his underwear must have been horrific. How do you not clean up afterwards?
Kevin,
well, it makes my mouth
Kevin, you would go back and I mean, And what? I mean, what's the rest of the day like with someone who at any moment
he would go home, and
dump?
then we'd get booked again, and we'd do something else, and then all of a sudden the pants would be down, and I'd be shitting again.
Did he ever have any explanation at all?
No, just laughing like a complete lunatic.
And he shit on a stage?
No, outside of a comedy club. And
he would never. So he wouldn't do his big routine on a stage.
No, he would do. First of all, when we would do a routine together, you know how you would pretend that you were going to hit me, and you'd slap me, and it would be a stage slap, and you go, oh, he'd really fucking hit me, to the point where I was like, oh my god, you were and the place would be howling because it looked so real, because it was real, that he smacked me, And it looked.
So he would strike you, and he would shit in front of you.
Yes,
it was something about you that caused these things.
What do you about me?
I don't know what it was.
What
did he have a crush on you or some weird?
No, and I think the reason why he doesn't talk to me anymore because I'm gay. That's why. Yeah.
Oh,
that's a problem for him. He shits on the sidewalk, but you're gay, and so that draws the line.
That's a problem. That's a problem.
Are you kidding me?
Thank you, Christina. Oh my God, she's got her ear up.
Ass.
She is she's.
No, that's like my buddy Eddie. My buddy Eddie was.
What?
My buddy Eddie was cooking food for one of these men's cruises where he had just seen these two women eat each other's buttholes completely out. He's cooking some shrimp. And it's a men's.
What do you mean men's cruise? What are you talking about? Wait.
They go out past the 3 mile limit.
Yes.
In the boat.
A men's cruise.
And they gamble, and they have women that
what
you
kind
pay
of a boat is this? A big boat?
It's a like a cruise, like a small.
And it's just all men and a couple of girls, and they're
yes. And my buddy would cook, and they'd spend $200 a night to be on the cruise. Right?
God!
And so I think they've shut them down. But these two women come out, they dance a little bit, and then they just were just gobbling each other's buttholes. And one of them goes into the kitchen, dressed now, fully dressed, and my buddy is making shrimp with garlic.
Yes.
And the girl goes, oh, that looks delicious. He goes, well, it is. She goes, oh, is there garlic in it? He goes, yeah. She goes, nah, I can't have that. It might, affect my breath.
Oh.
Okay. That's what this story is like to me. The guy is angry at you. He's completely insane.
Well, I
go
know
on
that.
Facebook and find out what he's up to.
I know what he's up to.
Go publicly and say
he shits on slides now.
Do you still shit, indiscriminately? Add that to his, friends page.
I mentioned his name once, and I got in a lot of trouble for mentioning his name because they kind of came after me. So I can't do that anymore.
The Shit Patrol?
Yeah.
You mean Elsie?
No, I mentioned he's an actor and he's a comedian and he's kind of a big deal. So.
Jay, my name is John, and you were talking about the sniper and the American sniper and all of that stuff.
Human centipede.
I have a friend in Vung Tau, Vietnam.
Yes, I've been there.
And he was from Oz. I think he means Arkansas. I don't think Oz. Anyway, I asked a friend why his name is Woofer. Mm-hmm. Because when he was a sniper, he would woof like a dog, and the guy would think it was a dog barking and look out around the corner and he'd shoot them. That's how he'd shoot them.
Hmm. Is that in that new book called...
No.
There's a new book out. It's kind of a sniper book.
And I don't know if he was American or whatever, but he would woof. He would... Now... Before this, he wasn't a sniper, but he killed one at a time. Sergeant York climbs into this big, trench, and the Germans are there, and he would go like this, and the German would look around the corner. I swear to God, he picked them off. He killed about 5 or 6 of them by gobbling,
Gary
and then
Cooper.
he just got all of them to drop their guns.
Yep.
Got all of them to drop their guns.
Yep.
I don't know how they did it.
Yep.
Dear Jay, you've been talking a lot about things and gayness and the whole thing, but you talked about left-handedness last week. Studies have observed that more older brothers a man has, the greater the probability that he will have a homosexual orientation unless he is left-handed. Yeah. Studies.
That's crazy.
The effect has been
Are
found.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm right-handed. I have one older brother.
That's the one in jail, right?
No, he's not in jail. He's been in jail. He's been to the overnight thing, but not in jail.
Yeah.
The effect has been found even in males not raised with their biological brothers, suggesting that it is an
Is he left-handed, your brother?
utero environmental causation. Guys with a lot of brothers have a tendency, if there's going to be gayness, to be gay, unless they're left-handed.
I have 3 brothers.
And then the stats. Well, hello. You know what makes me mad about you?
What's that?
Just because it's absolutely true of you, and you go, "Oh, this is ridiculous." It's a real study.
It's a real study. Yeah, it's real.
But I mean, so why wouldn't you just accept that your brothers caused your gayness?
Nobody caused my gayness.
Yes, they did. Oh, yes, they did. Something did.
That's crazy talk.
Oh, God just went like this.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to make this one a
Some
big...
people are gay. Some people aren't gay.
Here's a queer.
There
All
you
right.
go.
He sends down that tube like in the old department stores. There goes a gay one. I don't think so.
That's the way it happens, Jay.
He
That's
makes
just the
all
way it
of
is.
us the same.
No, he doesn't.
And then things
No, she
happen.
or he doesn't.
Let's go to Jeff of Wyoming. Jeff, who do you think the comedian is that would shit indiscriminately in front of Kevin Meader? Who do you think it was?
Yeah, I called to say who that comedian was, but I don't want Kevin to get in trouble. So
who is it? Who do you think it is? Go ahead.
Jay Moore.
No.
Thank you very much.
Not Jay Moore.
Right on,
Not
baby.
Jay Moore.
Right on. Right on.
Jay Moore is the best. I love Jay Moore. He would never.
You know who
shit
I
in
think it
front of me.
was? I think it was Dennis Farina.
No,
Remember him, that actor?
Farina.
He looked like he would shit anywhere. He's dead now.
You look like you would shit anywhere.
He looked like he would
I met him a
look
few
at
times.
you
What a
and
great
just
guy he was. He was
squeezed
great. I
one
loved him.
out. He was a good guy, but Jeff of Pennsylvania, who do you think the comedian was? Just give me the name. Just give me the first and last name. Don't say anything else.
No, it wasn't
Kevin James. You know what? You know what? He's always eating bad
Unbelievable.
food.
That's
And
not
he's going to tell a joke.
Yes, he
He's
eats
holding it in
poorly.
during the performance.
He's what?
Comes
He
out
eats poorly.
and must squat immediately as soon as he leaves the stage.
A lot of trans fat.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I like it that
There
people are
you
calling up and they're trying to
Let's
figure
go
out
to Pat
who
of
it was.
Wisconsin. Pat of
Okay,
Wisconsin.
I'll give you a clue.
Who was it? Pat?
Kevin,
Yes.
was it Lenny Clark?
Yep, Lenny Clark. Thank you.
No, it was not Lenny Clark. No, it was not.
Hold on a minute. I'm trying to think who it might be of all
Okay.
the...
These are
who
good
looks
guesses,
like
though. Good guesses.
Wait a second. Gilbert Godfrey looks like he's taking a shit all the time. He's got those...
Oh, God, I'm going to shit in front of
He's got a shit. He's got the shit face 24 hours a day.
my God,
By the way,
I've
that's
got
the
a
definition of shit
shit right
face.
here.
You go in the dictionary and his face is right next to shit faced. Yeah. I'm going to sell him that
that's
joke.
So sick. Yeah, he's going to.
So is this comic medium famous, fairly famous?
No, I wouldn't say he's a little famous. Boston, very very big in Boston.
Dane Cook.
No, no.
Did he? I mean, what I don't get is you were laughing,
Yes.
but the ability to shit on command is odd also.
Okay, is it okay? Now, if you came out with your friend, that you knew that never shit in public before, and you walked out of a bar and you're saying, "Hey, okay," and your friend pulls down their pants and grunts and shits right in front of them, would you laugh and be concerned also?
The first time,
Yeah,
I would
the first
laugh.
one was like, "What are you
but
doing?"
But then I really wouldn't want to be anywhere
crazy.
with him after that.
Well,
I
let's
wouldn't
not
wanna-
forget, we had a member of the staff he took a shit once in
No,
public.
he was ill.
He was
sick.
Well, yeah.
This guy's not sick.
I don't know.
Guy's not sick.
Who did that?
Sick in the head.
will
Garrett
have names.
Andrews.
Oh, that poor boy. He probably gets sick.
Yeah. No, and he'd take a shower. And what I was more amazed by, I went, "There's a shower at Sirius? I
Not
couldn't get over
anymore.
that."
Not anymore. They took it out.
After the
Let's
shit.
go to
After
Mike
shitting,
of
yeah.
Maine. Mike, who do you think the
he
shitting
knows. Mike of
comedian?
Maine knows. Okay.
Hey, Jay, I think it was Dennis Leary.
I do too.
It's not Dennis Leary.
He's the guy that
He
looks.
never did
yeah,
that.
yeah, those light-skinned guys with thin lips.
No.
It's probably a comic we would never.
Well, he's been in a few movies. So.
Mm-hmm. Let's go all the way to the Mojave Desert, where Dan is calling. Yes, Dan. Do you have a trailer there, like one of those methamphetamine trailers in the Mojave Desert?
Oh God, I'm gonna have a hard
Yes,
time.
I do.
Wow. So,
Yes, I
what
do.
comic do you think just would shit intermittently?
The guy that's famous for upper deckers. It's got to be Jim Florentine.
Who?
Jim Florentine?
Jim Florentine.
No.
Jim Florentine.
What does that mean, upper deck? What does that mean?
It's when you poop in the tank.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
He's done that, I think.
Oh, my God. That's called
awful.
That's called an upper deck.
That's called the upper deck. That's in the, you know what? When I got here, Shuli must have 15 different names for horrifying sex and shitting things. That's in the stern world. It's huge. All that
the
stuff.
upper deck. Yeah.
Wow. What are some of the names? You know them all, Christina. What are some of the names?
I don't know. The Houdini.
Flaming tort.
What's the Houdini?
What?
I think the Houdini. I get confused with the Houdini. Whether it's
I used to play Houdini.
I think it's either you're having sex with a girl and then you run outside and bang on the window and somebody else takes her from behind, so then you like disappearing act kind of thing. I think, or is it like you spit on their back and then you come in there something like, I don't know. I'm not really good at those things. But we can look them up and talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, do that now. You're close.
Who did I say did you ever get oatmeal on? Who did I say did you ever get oatmeal on your back and that got a big laugh?
No, it was the chickpeas, and it was Medina.
on my back.
Chickpeas, that's right.
Because she's Persian. That's why.
It's oatmeal on the chickpeas. God.
Oh, God, that was the craziest show ever, I have to say.
Oh, well, it's really good.
Have fun in Detroit, Kevin.
Let's go to Dave of Ohio. Dave, final guess. Who do you think it is? Final guess, Dave.
Had to have been Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell. That would have been my guess also. All right. We'll find out.
It wasn't
later
Rosie.
on. Go to jthomas.com and find out all about me and call 347-6-SIRIUS. 347-6-SIRIUS. It'll be fun.